Party in Mishawaka. I hung out with my friend Keegan for a little bit. I called him and I heard him like sneezing on the phone, and I was like, "Oh, are you sick?" And he was like, "A little bit." And I was like, "Oh, cool. We can hang out then."
Cool. We're all sick, so it's fine.
He was like, "You serious?" And I was like, "Yeah, man." And he was just like, "Okay, whatever." I was like, "Yeah, I'm sick too." I was like, "Since I'm sick, I can't get you more sick." And he was like, It's like I don't think that's how that works at all.
So in this mode you start with just Deku, and you have to get points so you can buy other heroes and expand your team. Your
like, what's a little Corona between friends? Come on.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck no.
So
Whatever,
anyway,
at least not in our age.
That's true. So hey guys, how's it going? It's Garbage Gang stream. Oh yeah. Red Spur here. We got Black Death on the other side.
We had Tayshawn with his TB. Tuberculosis Tayshawn on the fucking mic.
God.
We're just gonna start making up every fucking sickness every time you come on stream, and just do a new one each time.
Yeah, there it is.
The fucking Black Death.
Yeah.
What's up? It's your boy, Melody Yellow, aka Black Death, aka Isaac Henry Leister. We're in here today. I think Zach's playing some My Hero. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I am right now. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, dude. Trying at that mission.
I know you're yellow, but you sound a bit green though. Like,
yeah,
I'm just
dude.
saying, man.
And Green's the one telling you that
Green,
shit.
Green with envy, maybe.
Green
with
envy.
Jesus Christ, man! Don't hurt yourself there, bud. Fuck.
Does Zach want to hang out in person?
Hell yeah, let's go.
Oh, what was I gonna say?
You bring the Type A, I'll bring the Corona.
Fuck, I can't remember what I was gonna say now. Whatever. Oh! My friend and I were talking about the stock market today, and he was like, "Yeah, man, it's just gonna keep going bad." And I was like, "Right now is the perfect time to get in." And he was like, "You're thinking it's gonna go back up." And I'm like, "Nah, man."
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
So I was like, "No, it will. Watch, I'll show you guys. I'm gonna get in, and then in like 5 years, I'm gonna be rolling up with a nice ass car. I'm gonna have the license plate. It's gonna say COVID-19. It'll be dope."
Jeez.
Damn, won that round and got a perfect.
Ay. You know what? I don't have much time, so I'll just jump on Street Fighter 4 again.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, gross.
I'm telling you, man, when are we doing the first multiverses on USF4?
But like, dude, like if you haven't gotten it, you should, dude. Just for Omega characters, like,
I will.
like they're just so dumb.
SF4.
Like Ken has Hadokens that he throws out of his feet. Like
That's
Evil
cool.
Ryu does like an upward palm thrust, but he throws a Hadoken up at the same time, then it arcs downward. Like silly things like that. Like it's just weird.
Damn, is this Street Fighter Rainbow?
Yeah, that's what people were joking like for a while. It's like, oh shit, dude, we got the Rainbow Edition characters.
Hell yeah.
Like I need to go. Like
Okay,
let's.
For everyone who will not know that reference.
Oh, I say it like it's a common thing.
Yeah, that's why I said like, because
who doesn't know about Street Fighter Rainbow? Come on.
Yeah, of course.
Ridiculous. I mean, I know, but you should explain to the audience.
Absolutely. So anyway, there's an old back when SF2 was getting really popular. A bunch of players thought it'd be really fucking great if we just modded the hell out of some of these old cabinets and just made it so insanity ensued in each version of the game. Like one such change being that when playing, say, Ken, and you do a Shoryuken, like 4 Hadokens would come out of his uppercut punch, and it was like, it was just shit like that where the game would like just make no sense levels of like super attacks and special moves and stuff like that. Because they were just curious, what if we went balls out in this fucking game? Like hell, recently, I actually played a cabinet of Street Fighter 2. I swear it was modded. I don't know if it was, like, I don't think it was that kind of modded, but, because I thought it was crazy because you could shoot aerial Hadokens, which obviously you can't do that, for one thing. And also, if you did it, you would stay stagnant in the air. Like, you just wouldn't move. You would just float and shoot Hadokens in the air. And if you did the heavy versions of, like, uppercuts, you would just fly forward full screen, and Tatsus would instantly appear, like, on the other side of the screen, too.
Oh, yeah, that definitely sounds like Rainbow.
Yeah, it was insane, but it was loads of fun. And I hold both the top 2 high scores of that fucking cabinet, too, so that's what's up. I probably still don't, but I did for, like, at least a week. With number 1 being my Sagat, number 2 being my Ken.
Come on. Wait, does it really go that fast? What the hell? Oh my god! Jeez. I'm messing around with the Omega characters right now, and Sakura's super is just like... it's like
girl.
a glimmer. Yeah, because I was like, you know what, let me see what Zach would be working with this Omega. The only problem with these Omega characters is they don't have a command list. So, like, you don't know how to do their moves, you know, like...
Right, the
like,
ridiculous shit.
Yeah, like, Sakura has, like, a... If you do, like, a quarter circle back with, what is it? All 3 punches, she has, like, a second super. And that just straight up looks like a custom combo. It's so weird. And if you do it with just 2 buttons, so you do an EX or whatever, she does like a forward, like, straight punch with like a Hadouken animation behind it.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Dude, it actually looks pretty cool. It does a ton of damage, dude. 180 damage, that's pretty ridiculous. They also gave her the follow-up to her, what's it called? Her Tatsu.
Ah.
Where, like, if you mash the kick button at the end of it, she does, like a thrust kick.
I think that's already in the
Has,
game,
like, a knockdown. It's part of, in Street Fighter 4, it's her EX.
Oh, okay.
I think it does, like, the kick up, yeah. And then you can have a follow-up afterwards.
Oh, God.
But this one, like, it's like the... I think it's like the alpha version.
What's her Tatsu called? It has a dumb name. Because it's not Madara Sakura. That's something else. That's her uppercut kick. That's her kick that flies into the air.
Shunpu Kyaku.
Yeah, that's right.
Shunpu.
Because she's got the Shoken, the Shoten, which is her Shoryuken. And then she just does a Hadouken.
Yeah,
unless you're playing Marvel. If you're playing Marvel, she only has the Shoten, but it shoots a laser afterwards.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. Too bad she's the... She's terrible. With one exception. In Marvel 1 and 2, Roll is the worst character in both games.
Oh, dude, she's so terrible, but I love her theme so much, dude.
That's like, why in all the all tier lists, it's there's like all the S tiers, A tiers, B tiers, all the way down to D tiers, and then you got Roll tier. Because she's so bad, she's just denoted as the worst character. There's no other way to quantify her.
I'm trying to see what differences they've given Ryu. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a command list online somewhere, but
oh yeah, I would think so.
Oh yeah, everybody has insane frames too, by the way. You're talking about like super crazy dash speeds, like Ryu's Hadouken, it travels so stupid fast, like faster than like regular Ryu's EX Hadouken, like
Hell
dumb.
yeah. Commandless? Who needs that? Button mash for the win.
The strongest of strategies.
Dude.
The only one anybody should ever employ. Come on, how do you... Do Omega characters not have red focus? That's weird. Yeah, I guess not. How weird. I guess to try to, I don't know, balance it? Oh god, this Ultra comes out so fast.
Balance. Where we're going, we don't need balance. Oh man, so Fighters Season 3 came out. People are loving it. And I don't blame them because it's fantastic. But two of the best players in the entire world, Goichi and Fenrich, made the first tier list for Season 3. At least from like a high pro level that like people would accept as true.
Yeah, like a deeper understanding of the game.
You can't win against the unpredictable. Dude, I do so bad against button masters, I really do.
Right? Like, what is it? Like,
it's just like I tell
I hate playing those people.
Yeah, I hate playing those people. Yeah, Tay literally when he found that Keep Crew video asked me if that's what it's like playing against him. And I was like, absolutely. Why would he do that? It's so unsafe.
No, dude, have y'all seen the Gandhi one? Gandhi Street Fighter? Oh, dude, that one you need to check out, Zach. There's this dude that went to a tournament. He's playing against a Rufus player. That's actually not bad.
Okay.
But he is just mashing to save his poor soul. And he fucking knocked this guy out of tournament. Like, they were playing pools, and he knocked him out of pools, dude. With his stupid Ryu. It's just it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Like I love this guy. I love this guy. This guy's like a national treasure.
But God, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so the tier list came out. And so those guys who definitely understand the game way more than anybody else online who's made a tier list already, put it out and said the game now, based on all the changes and what have you, you of course have your you have your S tiers where there's only like 6, and it's a lot of characters that were definitely not S tier beforehand. I think the only one they kept in S tier is Kid Buu and Bardock, I think, and maybe GT Goku. But like Frieza and Trunks are on there now, and they've never been S tier. Not even close. But their changes have been fantastic. The next tier, which has pretty much the entire roster in it, is S- tier. which I thought was really cool because it just kind of shows how heavily balanced the new version of the game is. With the final one being after that being A tier, which only has a couple people in it. And then the last one they made is I don't know tier. Which has like 6, because they weren't sure where these characters would fall. But they knew they were worse than than the other tiers.
What is Omega Akuma like?
Probably stupid.
They're all stupid. They're all like just so dumb.
Yeah.
What do you do?
But man, all the talk of tiers like got me thinking about games like Marvel 2, where the tier list is these 4 characters are who you play. Here's 6 more that you play for their assists and nothing more. And then there's the rest of the roster. And then like everyone else is in the game.
Like one of the best fucking assists ever, fucking Captain Commando, get the fuck off me, and here's a shit ton of damage while you're at it.
Yeah, dude. Which one was his? Did like everyone was
The Captain Corridor?
That's what I thought. Captain Kodo. He was the best. I love my boy, Captain Commando. Captain Commando.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I would get you some tissues for your tears, but while Captain Commando.
Captain Commander.
Yeah.
I like that he's like literally like what is it like what anagram is that what it is like like Captain Commando.
Yeah,
I was like that.
yeah.
I felt like so big brain when I figured that out. I was like, oh my god, I'm so smart. Pretty much, like, dude, that's like everybody knew that. I'm like, wow, then I'm just an idiot. Cause what was it? The only game that he came out of was that side-scrolling Captain Commando beat 'em up, right?
Yeah. Just his own game. That was it.
God, dude, he was so hyped though in MVC. Dude, that Captain Sword, fuck, dude, I love that shit.
Captain Sword. That's the whole reason my that dude I played with one of Tay's friends specifically plays the blues because literally he just loves Captain Sword. That's what he says every time he uses Vegito's super. I mean, that's all it is. 100%. It's just Captain Sword. The Spirit Excalibur.
God, this looks so stupid. Like it just looks so dumb. Fucking Hadouken just goes up slowly and then just comes slamming down at a diagonal lane. Like it's just so dumb. Oh man, Omega characters.
They make the dream come true.
Yeah, it's gonna take all of it. Oh no.
Oops. That doesn't work? How lame. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I fucking doing? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm hoping that my coworker shows up tonight because she didn't show up yesterday. Better show up today. I don't want to be alone anymore. I don't want to be alone.
Same.
Okay, let's see. So yeah, dude, I was telling Sean, man, I can't wait. Less than a month. Final Fantasy VII's drops, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I can't wait. I was like, I already have the physical pre-order, but I'm like, should I just go and get the digital too, so I don't ever have to open that box? Just keep it sealed forever. Because I'm like, man, dude, like if this game is as good as I'm sure it's going to be, you know, and it does a good job, like, you know, capturing the nostalgia and building on, you know, the legacy that it has, then this should be worth something someday. So I'm just like, do I really want to take everything out and get my dirty, you know, filthy hands all over this Play Arts Kai figure and statue? Like, nah, I just get a digital deluxe edition and then just never open that box. Don't know what's inside of it. I'll just watch an unboxing on YouTube. I'll be like, oh, so that's what I purchased. Cool. Also because it's like, you know, I can get that preload 48 hours before the game comes out. And then as soon as 12 o'clock hits, just like bam, the start.
That's fair.
What is an Omega Zangief have? Alright, Zangief. Okay, you got Green Hand. Green Hand knocks down. Okay.
Whew.
Wait, how much damage did that do?
Plays Careless Whisper. Hey Kazu, how you doing?
I'm doing good. And I love that song, dude. The Seether version. I mean, I like both versions of it, but yeah, I love Careless Whisper Seether. What the hell is this? Oh my god, dude. If we're playing multiverses, I'm definitely playing Omega Zangief. This is stupid.
Alright.
Dude, you... Oh god, this is so dumb. I love it.
It doesn't help that I get terrified when I play against Zangief. That big fucking dude. Man, why did they get rid of the Vanishing Flat?
Oh, I know, right? Dude, Green Hand, fucking great. That was his only movement option that he has. Like, why would they get rid of that? It's so silly. I don't know, man. That should have been at 720. That was a 720 input, fucker. Is his super not 720?
You said all their shit's changed.
Yeah. No, I just probably didn't input it correctly. There you go. I know I can dash super. That's not hard to do. I just didn't do it right. Somebody messaged me. Oh, never mind. It was a group chat. Screw you guys. Okay.
I believe it.
Clutch them butt cheeks and you'll be okay. I know, I'm working, man. It's like survival mode. I got no health right now. Just gotta keep going beyond.
Yeah, dude, plus ultra, bro.
Plus ultra. Hell yeah, dude. Now, if only I could change the dialogue to English, then it would be perfect.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this... I was watching Portly stream earlier, and he was playing a game. What was it called? River City Neon or something like that, or not right? I don't know which one. I don't remember the title of the game, but it looked pretty fun. I was like, this looks like a game that would be great for multiplayer. I don't know if it has it though. Ride City Neon. I don't know. But it looked cool. I was like, it's only $20. Maybe.
I wonder if it's one of those games he told us about, because he actually suggested for the next Dump Town we do one of those Metro City games, because there's like one that's like 4-player multiplayer that just came out.
Yeah, it was. Well, maybe it was that one, but it looks pretty fun, man. Like just it's definitely not side scrolling. But it's a beat 'em up, dude. It looks
Neon
great.
City Riders.
There you go, that one. That's the game. That's the game. Yeah, dude, that game looks pretty dope. I was like, I was gonna chime in, but I'm just kind of like, that means I have to get my phone or my keyboard, and that's just too much work. He'll get support from my viewership though. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Ooh, El Fuerte. El Fuerte, what do you have?
The guy no one remembers.
God, dude, he's just so annoying though.
Well,
dude.
he's lame and his moves suck. I actually later I didn't even know that his like whole thing is just his moveset is all 50/50s. That's like everything he has. He has nothing else. And I'm like, well, that just doesn't sound fun, man. No multiplayer in the game crashes at a certain part. Wait for the update. Ooh, that's not good.
That's not good.
So it has it, but don't use it because it doesn't work. Got it. Neon
like
City Riders. Yeah, sounds like Ark, bro.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I love me some Ark, but damn, dude, that game pisses me off with how bad it crashes so often. So stupidly often.
Don't worry, bro. They're gonna drop a new map soon.
So it's all gonna stop working again.
Tour? I know, right? Have you seen the map tour though, or no, Sean? It looks very pretty, very fucking pretty.
Thanks, Kazu, for the love. The first stream of that game is almost at 100 views. Nice, dude.
Nice. Oh, is he in chat right now?
Yeah, he is.
Hey, I got you, homeboy. I'm telling you, man, that shit look dope. Just keep playing some good shit. I was actually like, like, cause I was thinking about the multiplayer. Like, you know, hey, send me an invite. Like, just if I just purchased it out of nowhere and be like, dude, bro, I got you. Let's do it. Now I know that it fucking crashed. Like, okay, I'll wait for the update. I'll wait for the update. Then you'll get the surprise. You know, like I'll solicit an invite, basically.
Hell yeah.
Out of nowhere. It's like, Kazu off the top ropes!
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, I really lost my mind when we, I mean, to hell even take it tell you, I lost my mind when we got our first video to be at like so many views. That was crazy. Still by like a country mile our most viewed video, and it's still just like baffling to me.
Oh, the one about the Captain Ginyu VA?
Yeah. The one we did for the we did when Captain Ginyu / the old narrator for Dragon Ball passed away. We did that stream. And over 300 views, man. It was crazy. I admittedly, I literally said if that video somehow gets over 100, because it just kept going up, and I was like, if this video goes over 100 views, the next video, the first thing I'm doing is just thanking everybody. And then I saw my analyticals, because I like to keep track of that shit when I'm bored at work. And it said like, theorize this video will get this many views. It said like 300 something. I was like, that's... I actually laughed about it. I was like, yeah. And then yeah, by the end of that day, 300 like something views. And I was like, that's crazy, dude. I was very humbled.
Fuck yeah, dude. Gotta keep that. You gotta keep that. Even when you get big, bro. Always gotta thank the little people. You gotta thank everybody.
Oh yeah, man. I was instantly thanked everybody. I mean, like, we got our most dedicated viewers, bro. Portly, of course. Dreadbeard, the guy who makes the comment section interesting. Of course, we got Kazu, our first, like, viewer. Right here. I mean, you were. Like, the first time I heard of you was when you were in our chat as in your own words, what were you, the head of the chat.
I can't even remember what self-proclaimed title I gave myself, but yeah. I was holding down the comment section. I'm a little...
Hell, I literally, so I've been rewatching all the old videos, because I've been wanting to do something like a highlight video of just all my favorite stuff we've done throughout the year. Because we're getting close. We still got a couple months, but we actually got like 4 months, but finally hit our 1 year of running, which is crazy because it feels like time has flown away.
Oh yeah, dude, it really feels like it was not that long ago that this all started. And like, what is like?
Yeah.
What stream number are you at right now on this one?
Well, this is technically stream number 199, but this is over our 260 something stream ever.
Like, yeah, it does not feel like it's been that long.
I know, right? Anytime I look at it, I'm like, wow, dude. I remember when we used to get surprised when we hit like 60 videos, and I'm like, right now we're getting close to like the 300s. How much did you pay him? Pay Kazu? Oh, to be the head of the chat. I didn't even know who he was. Literally, Tay just told him to watch our stuff, and he just started watching.
Yeah, dude, I did that shit pro bono, man.
Yeah, and
I'll charge for my work.
hell, and then that's how we, and then like we start doing more and more stuff. Hell, Dreadbeard. Literally, we used to play Overwatch all the time with him in our group, and then literally he saw that we started streaming and started watching, and that's how we even got in contact again after all that time. After it'd been like a year since I even heard from him. And then like I literally looking back at those videos, I think it was stream like 7 or something. It was like super early, and it was literally the first time I even met. You know, Gold and Green, man. Steph and Kazu.
Oh yeah.
Good old X
What
and
did I call him
Kazu.
before? President Prism when he came
That's
into
right, yep.
GTA.
That was like the second stream you guys were in, but yeah. Called President Prism, because we said he was too, he was like the best of us, and he wore like all these crazy colors. We said we called him whenever we really needed help.
We need you. We're getting griefed. Like, alright, I'll be right there.
Yeah, dude.
Problem solved.
He'll bring me a
He was a
Preston
real
Mark II.
mercenary.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he was the hired gun.
Call
Also-
mercenary, nah, fuck that. Call X, man.
Also,
He'll
he
deal
was
with
the one who
problem.
always got shitty that Tay was yellow, and he's like, dude, we gotta fight for that color. We gotta fight for that, dude.
Man, that shit would have been so lopsided if they really did fight for it.
They
Melody
technically
Yellow would be something.
would be something else, dude.
What would your other color be, Sean? If you were not yellow, what would you be? What would you be like? Pink?
If you
What would
had
be
never
like?
been forced into being yellow,
If I could have been colored, if I could have chosen my fucking color to begin with,
yeah, like I just said.
I don't know, green.
That's
Oh
right.
no, you didn't.
Probably green or pink. Yeah, one of the two.
We had like you'd make like the fourth person who wanted to be green to be pink.
I don't, dude. That color's so sought after. And is there anybody that is pink right now? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think anybody-
yeah. We technically have
Oh,
two
okay.
pinks, technically.
Oh yeah, magenta and pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would have taken green or pink to be honest. Because or white. but
Yeah,
I
you
don't
said
think I
you said you
wanna
wanted green or white, like to start.
Yeah, green,
Yeah.
white, or pink.
Dude, it like I think the first stream that like really made me realize how crazy all this like starting and everything was we did not too long ago. I don't know if you were on Kazu, I don't really remember, but we did the whole the finale of the Doomsday Heist, which was like a really big deal because like we hadn't done that yet. Like that was a really big thing. Because we've been playing the Doomsday Heist for so long that it was just wild to finally finish it, essentially. And
Yeah, no, like I think I mean I did a couple of the setups, but I definitely wasn't there for the finale.
yeah. So yeah, we did it and finally completed it after all that time. And so like afterwards, literally like this was of course off stream itself, but Tay and I pretty much just stayed online and just like shot the shit about like how crazy everything has been since like we started doing it. And it was like just a crazy thing because that was one of the first things we did was we wanted to do the Doomsday Heist, and I was like that'd be such a cool thing for us to do. And like that was the you know, now that we finally finished it, it just felt like that was like the first big thing we did on stream.
Yeah, dude, big milestone, man.
Yeah. Speaking of which, did Tay ever get that recipe from you, or is it still a family secret? See, bringing back the
Still
old
a
shit.
family
Dude.
secret. Yeah,
No, dude, come on, bro. He wants that recipe, bro.
To have that shrimp soup out there in the Midwest. Nah. Shit, we don't even shit like I'm dude. No, yeah, remember, I don't give a fuck. You're still not having it.
Yeah, remember, I don't give a fuck. Get out of here.
Speaking of which, man, we should have done that today, man.
Done what?
Because, well, it's because, you know, Friday, Good Friday, Lent, you know, during Lent season. I actually have not had anything other than fish today. We should have done that soup, man. Next week. What is this? What are you? What did you send me, dude?
Watch it.
Watch it. Watch it now.
What the hell did you send me? That definitely sounds like something that I would want to do, though. Like, for sure. This is the thing. Like, I always try to get Ernesto to go and do stuff like that, and he's just like, no. You know, why not, dude? Like, he's no, man. It's embarrassing. Like, you're just lame.
You're just lame, dude. Man, I also realized we've had we've actually had Nevis on stream once, ever.
Oh yeah.
And that was it. Never had him on stream, and we didn't finish it either, cause the game would not run, and that's it.
Oh yeah. Freaking For Honor, dude.
Yeah, the shit would not run online with no matter what I did. Like, I could not stream and run it online.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I haven't played For Honor in a hot minute either, dude. Like, it's fun, dude. It's definitely a fun game.
Yeah, I know they're running that new event now with the oh, what's the new event? It's the oh yeah, they're running a Prince of Persia event.
That's pretty random.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Shisha Breaking. That doesn't work. How lame is that? Okay, I just gotta cancel it early. But I lose damage that way. I want to do a lot of damage. Oh, let's see. So, you know, Dan's based on the Kyokugen martial artist, right? Like Ryo.
Yeah, he's a parody.
Robert and all them.
Yeah, he's
a parody.
He's
Yes,
a parody of them. Yeah.
So his Omega version, they gave him like a a rapid fire punch attack, just like Ryo, except Ryo does his one hand, then he does his version of the Shoryuken afterwards. Yeah. Or no, he just does an uppercut. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they gave Dan one of those moves in Ultra Street Fighter 4 Omega Edition.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, especially because like his Shinku Hadoken is called the Hao Gadoken, and he literally throws it like a Hao Shokoken. I actually did play Dan pretty seriously online for a while, because I was like, look, I'm bad. I know I'm going to lose when I go online. So I might as well use the joke character, so it puts the pressure on them that they have to beat me, because I'm using like one of the lowest tier, if not the lowest tier character in the game. And oh, it felt so good, dude. Doing stuff like crouch forward into like super taunt, you know, and then canceling that into an ultra and landing that shit, dude. Oh man.
He said, "Oh, it works, just not for you." Hell yeah. But that's great. Fucking God, I miss. When is KOF 15 coming out, bro?
I know, right?
I need that shit. I need my boy Rio and Terry and Joe Higurashi. I need my team back. If you take any one of them out, like, that's a problem.
Wait, who was your team again? You said Rio, Terry, and who?
And Joe
Oh, Joe
Higurashi.
Higashi.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah, Joe Higashi. Yeah.
Dude, I love his double cyclone, man, and CVS 2. That thing looked crazy good, man. It was it's such a good anti-air too, man. It's just like, oh, you're gonna jump at me? You're really okay? All right,
dude. But
how did that work out for you?
I just loved more than anything. I loved his spiral straight in 13.
Oh,
because it just looked so cool.
That wind up,
yeah,
the silence, like oh.
Yeah, dude.
The other one I liked too, that was very similar to that one, was Benimaru's, where he like bends that lightning. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He summons a lightning bolt and he just throws it out, like, oh, dude. And if you slow it down, it's really pretty, like, ours, dude. Like, you see the lightning like curve around his body, and then he like just throws it out to his fist.
Yeah, because he like puts his arm up to absorb the lightning and conduct it out of his other fist at you.
Dude, he's. I love, dude. That's the thing I love so much about KO characters, that their designs and their personalities are so fucking badass, dude. Like Street Fighter, like I like certain characters, but for the most part, the majority of the cast just seems very flat, you know.
Yeah, well, that's because they're simple.
Yeah, they're very simple, dude. Very two-dimensional. Like, no pun intended, because it's a 2D fighting game, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, like I just love how much, like, you know.
Hey, I mean, I do agree. I prefer my SNK guys more, but I will say I'll take Zangief over Raiden any day, though.
Oh, dude, nah, we don't talk about Raiden.
Fine, I would still take Zangief over Daimao. I like Daimao, but I would still take Zangief over Daimao.
I like Daimon. Yeah, Daimon's pretty cool. I mean, I like it mostly because, like, I mean, since I'm such a huge Kyo fanboy, like, I love all of Team Japan, dude.
I was saying, Team Japan,
Kyo,
dude.
Benimaru, and Daimon. I like all of them. Like, it's like one of the few teams where I'm okay with every one of the members. Like, if you look at, like, what was it called? K's team? K-Dash's team?
Team K-Dash?
I'm not really a fan of Max. Oh, yeah, okay, there you go.
You don't like Maximus?
No, I'm not saying I don't like him, but I'm just kind of like, he's alright, you know. K-Dash is the shit. Later on, when they include Kula, I love Kula. Kula, for me, honestly, and I don't know, like, I don't know how much people know about SNK fighting games, but my opinion, my humble opinion, okay, I believe Kula is best girl.
She's great.
Best girl. Like, and that's because, like, I really love Blue Mary. I love Blue Mary, and I love Vanessa.
I don't remember Vanessa.
Oh, no, dude, fucking Vanessa, the redhead that does all the boxing, came out in 2000...
Oh, yeah, she's great.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, they're both bombshells, too, dude, but I'm just like, I don't know, I just like Kula's, like, you know, cute and bubbly, you know, I like that. Her eyes look sick, dude. Some of her supers look fucking dope. But yeah, like, what was it? Like, even that team, like what were they called? The Nest, the Nest team.
Yeah,
Nest. From 2001 that had Angel. It was Angel, Kula, K49, and who's the last person in that team? I don't remember.
My uncle who works for Nintendo says the game isn't coming out till 2045 for the Nintendo Wii 12. KOF, the old man who can Hulk out, is the best. The old man who can Hulk out. Oh God, what's his name?
Oh, Tung Rufu or something like that.
Yeah.
Terry's cool. Master, right?
I thought that he was oh yeah, he is. Who was Mai's master?
fudge nuggets. I should know this. I know that she had like a grandpa that like had like incestuous thoughts for her, and I think he taught her some stuff, but
Yeah, but I
that's
thought
not
he was
her.
like was like the Gen of the games.
Yeah. Oh god, I can't. Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you, but yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think
Yeah,
of the KOF to Street Fighter counterparts.
But that guy is pretty cool though. Like his like freaking Kamehameha beam, dude. He literally just throws a straight beam while he's like a giant hulking monster. It's crazy, dude.
I don't know if I'm gonna name old men in KOF, bro. Takama's my boy.
Oh, dude, I love like in 2001 he has like that running command grab where he just grabs you, just like jumps on your fucking head and just starts kneeing you in the head. Like, oh, dude, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Not to mention his what the fuck is that? His Ryoku Rambu, his the one where he like his super where he dashes forward, does all the hits, then he jumps back and then throws like a house shell Koken at the end. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, this guy.
Yeah, he's brutal.
So
Mr.
hype,
Karate
man.
is great.
Oh, dude, when he just goes all out.
Yeah, dude.
You see like energy coming off of like every fucking attack he does. Guy is this shit, man.
Man, you know what?
That's why-
Alright, as someone who is also a big connoisseur of fighting games, I've got a quick question for you.
What's up?
So obviously there's a lot of tropes in fighting games, like these types of characters. Like you got your Shotas, you got your grapplers, you got your I guess you could say female characters. You got your I mean that's pretty much what they tend to be.
Yeah, I get you.
You got your Rekkas. So who would be your favorite in those different fields essentially?
I love Rekka characters. I don't know why. I don't really play very many of them, but I do love me some Rekka characters.
No, I mean,
especially 'cause, like,
who's your favorite from each one?
oh, okay, from each one. Rekka's obviously Kyo. You know, Kyo with his his like obviously, like, I mean, best girl. Grapplers, fuck, that's a tough one, man. I like a lot of grapplers. But I mean, if I had to pick, I mean, I'll definitely say there's a tie between Tizok and.
I was about to say Tizok, dude. That dude's my boy.
Tizok. But if I had to pick, though, I'm gonna say Zangief because it's a tie between those two, and I love the Red Cyclone. I fucking love the Red Cyclone. Shoto's Ken, you know, like, I mean, Ryu's alright, but he's too basic for me. I like Ken.
Love my boy Ryu.
What other ones are we missing? What other groups are there out there? Is that all of them?
I'm
What
trying
about
to
charge
think.
characters?
Oh yeah, charge characters, of course.
Charge characters.
Your Bisons, your oh god,
Your Balrogs, your Vegas.
Vega's a charge character.
Yeah.
Huh.
His that little roll that he does is charge back, and then his jumps come from charge down up. If I had to choose a charge, obviously I like Decapre. I love Decapre. She's the charge character I played the most when she dropped, because I used to play Balrog. He was my main charge, but I switched off of him to Decapre. But yeah, I don't know if that. I'm pretty sure we're missing a couple categories here, but like out of those five, yeah, those are gonna be the five that I just absolutely love.
Gotcha. What
What about like rivals? Like rivals to
Ooh.
characters. You know how like Kyo has Yori,
The-
Terry has like everybody.
I mean, he has Ken. It's mostly Ken, but yeah, sure. I don't know. I guess a better question. What about the dark characters? You know, your evil Ryus, your
Akumas,
Akuma
your
slash Shin Akuma.
Chris, your Yashiros, your Shermies,
Your Violent Ken, your oh god, what's Yori's dark form? What is that actually called?
Orochi.
Yeah. Then you got Orochi, oh god, what's her name? Lena?
Leona, yeah.
Yeah, Leona, that's right. Ah, I love Leona. She's so great.
Hell yeah, dude. She's like one of those, like, I'm like, I don't think people realize how fucking hot she is until you look at her, like,
dude,
artwork.
she's so
I'm just
good
like,
looking, bro.
Hell yeah, man. I'm like,
But best Shota, honestly, is hard. Oh, Zoners. We forgot Zoners.
trying to think of his owner character.
I'm trying to think mine. Shoto's probably. Oh man, it's hard. I like a lot of Shoto. Oh, it's Terry. Let's be real. It's Terry Bogard. Terry's my boy. Number 2 though would be Alan Snyder. I fucking love Alan Snyder.
Oh, Fire Force, triple break.
Fireball.
My favorite zoner is probably going to be Mr. Compress.
He
Rising
is a
Dragon.
zoner. Absolutely, dude. Rising Dragon.
Rising Dragon.
Dude, Compress is great in this game. Oh god.
No, who was that other? Where would D-Dark fall in this? Because D-Dark was pretty fucking awesome.
D-Dark, I think, is a Rekka character. No,
Is
he
he?
places like dynamite and shit. He might be a zoner of some kind. Like, he's not
Because
exactly.
he has that dark wire. He has
Yeah,
the
yeah.
explosive. Yeah.
I think
so,
he's a Rekka. I think he's got. No, the Rekka's Blair from that series. That's right.
Yeah.
Damn, what is he?
I forgot about fighting EX Slayer. Shit, dude, they got some good characters in there too. Crackerjack is fucking badass.
Yeah, Crackerjack's my favorite charge character, by the way.
Yeah, I totally forgot about him.
Fucking love my boy Crackerjack.
That's a game we should play. We should play that one on stream. That
Oh
one's
hell
pretty dope.
yeah!
I mean, because it's like it's pretty. I
There's a
mean,
reason to have it.
no shade thrown here, but like it's pretty like masher friendly with the whole like
Gogi
chain
system.
combo. Yeah, and the Gogis too. Yeah.
Gotta love the Gogi.
So there you go, Sean. You go ahead and get whatever Gogi suits your play style. Then you can just do like light, medium, heavy combos into like cancel it into like a super or whatever.
Mine's
something
easy,
too
bro.
like
Always the short hop. Because
short hop.
see a Sky Dancer. Because then I can do my KOF short hops into shit. that's my style, bro. Screw all the people who want Hades, man. Super armor is not worth it. I'm trying to remember. Female character, it's probably Sakura. I love Sakura. I've always loved Sakura. She's always been one of my all-time favorites. Rekkas? I've played so little Rekkas. I'm not really sure.
Fei Long's a pretty good record character. I like Fei Long.
Yeah, I know Fei Long, but I never put. You know what? I don't know too many, so my opinion might change if there's like one that's brought up that I like way more. But the first one that comes to my head that I really liked is probably Jay Talbane.
Oh, from Darkstalkers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's dope.
dude, he's pretty. I'm trying to think of like other like say like anime fighters like say Blaze Blue.
Yeah.
You know what? I guess Chip Zanoof would be a Rekka character. I know he has a Rekka. He has a couple Rekkas.
No, the Rekka of that game was is 100%. You're right. That is my Rekka character. Is Jam Kurabari.
Oh yeah, Jam Kurataberry. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
dude.
yeah, dude.
Love her. She became my new main in Guilty Gear. And in fact, I went to my locals, and now I'm just, since they don't remember my name, they know me as the Jam player.
The Jam player.
Yeah.
It's like, I got a name, guys. Yeah, but
No,
you're Jam.
I'm
That's
totally
what we
cool
remember.
playing Jam, dude. I think now I'm known as the old guy because I'm so one dude's older than me. He's like 41, and all the other people are like 17. So him and I are the only ones who talk about KOF, SNK games, and Guilty Gear because we're the only ones who know about old fighting games. All the rest are like Street Fighter V, Gray and Blue fighters. They're all Blaze Blue players, surprisingly. Which is fair. I liked Blaze Blue for a bit. I'm not crazy about it, but it's all right. Grapplers though, like Tizok's my dude, but goddamn, Darren Meister is great, by the way, as well. Darren Meister is dope.
Oh yeah.
But my favorite grappler, dude, it's King, man. It's goddamn King from Tekken. It's easy, bro.
It's just so weird though because like it's like usually these like where do these Tekken characters with their third dimension? Where do they fit in all this? You know?
Yeah, dude.
There's no
But
charge characters. There's no
You're right.
Rekkas in But yeah, I totally forgot about like
Yeah,
like
dude.
when it comes to grapplers, that's universal.
Yeah,
that
dude.
works in every game.
Absolutely, and King is
The
like,
hypest of the hype throwers, man.
yeah, dude, I love King. Dude, you just do those rolling like juggle combos into power bomb, into freaking his sharpshooter grapple on the ground. Dude, that
No,
shit's
my
great.
favorite one, just because it does not just because it does so much damage, but it lasts so long, is his rolling death cradle. Oh, dude. Where he just like wraps you up and then he just starts rolling around on the ground with you.
Oh yeah,
I forget.
I forgot he has that. I totally
It does
forgot.
so much damage, Zach. Like, I swear to you, like, it will fuck people's shit up. And if you do this shit online, people hate you. You'll get rage quit on, like, so quick because it's so much damage. It just
Worst
does
part is
so
I
much-
deserve it though. I pressed I pressed that combination of buttons. I deserve it. But yeah, King is my dude. I've always, even as a kid, like I still can't play King, and he's still like one of my favorite fighting game characters of all time. 7's the closest time I can play him, and I'll take it because he's still so much fun.
Yeah, he still has RDC in there, man. You can always practice that RDC. I know Eris of Avoiding the Puddle, I think that's his YouTube channel. He has a pretty good guide on how to pull off the RDC. And it's pretty intuitive, like it's not like very difficult the way he breaks it down. And like I think like since Tekken has like negative edge, it makes it a little bit easier to input the combo as well. So yeah, dude.
Let's see. Well, booby lady, big tata lady, super sexy lady, that thick lady, and damn, I wish she was real lady. That's the other fighting game character.
Those are the other the other categories.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck, dude.
That's a hard list, man.
I know,
Each
right?
one would be difficult for me. You mean Bruce Lee? Oh, and talk about Fei Long? I mean, yeah, that's all he really is, just supposed to be Bruce Lee. But see, who's the better Bruce Lee, Fei Long or martial law? I kind of like martial law better, to be honest. Like, Fei Long's okay. I've never hated Fei Long, but he's always been like the other character in the Street Fighter 2 series.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely not as like big as martial law is. Like they don't give him as much attention. Tekken,
no.
I think I know it's like mostly the Mishima story, and anybody that's Mishima are gonna be like
absolutely.
uber important, But I mean, they still do a good job of like putting a spotlight on a lot of the other characters, giving them enough love
Oh
to
my
where they don't feel
god,
completely
Tay, why did
left
you
out.
send me that? Yeah, because, I mean, there's a reason people jump out to other characters in Tekken. Kind of like in the same way as MK. MK's stories, like, only focus on the Shaolin monks, but people don't even flock to the Shaolin monks. Like, most people don't like the Shaolin monks in those games. Which is ridiculous, because Kung Lao is fucking dope, dude.
Oh, dude, no shit, dude. Kung Lao. I remember, like, I don't know why. And I was asking a friend of mine, I was like, do I remember this correctly? But why was Kung Lao so popular down here in the South? And I don't mean like just regionally speaking. I mean like more so like with Latino people. Like, why is Kung Lao like? Do we just like look at him and think like, oh yeah, that looks kind of cholo? Like I don't know what it was, but like his old MK2, right? His old MK2 design.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Like
Where he looks
everybody
tanner,
picked Kung
yeah.
Lao. Everybody picked Kung Lao, dude. Like you go to the movie theater and it was just Kung Lao mirror matches all like until the movie started. It was weird.
I mean, Kung Lao's dope. I still love Kung Lao. I love him even more in 11 because he does those like quick jab strike moves and shit. And now he's way doper, and I love his new design too. You guys ever play Virtual Fighters for the Sega Genesis? I didn't know. I don't think Virtual Fighter was on the Genesis. But if you're talking like Virtual Fighter 1 through 5, I have played 3 of them. I've played Virtual Fighter 1 and 2. Hell, I played 1 on the Sega Saturn. Like, I've never owned a Saturn, but I knew somebody who did, and I did play it on it. And I'll tell you, the Saturn is a terrible console. But
It is a terrible
it's one of the
console.
best consoles for fighting games.
I'm
'Cause,
trying to remember what game I played. I know I played Panzer Dragoon on there.
yeah.
I did know somebody that had a copy of Virtual Fighter, and I was just like, this is just worse Tekken. Like,
Oh yeah,
like,
no,
at
that
the
is
time,
all it
at
is.
the time.
It's-
Like,
no,
I
that's
mean,
no different. It's not very good. But I did
haven't
play
played it recently. Like I think the only experience I've had with the Virtua Fighter series was the first one, and at that time, like I had played it so late after its release that Tekken was already a thing, you know. So I'm sure when it came out, it was like mind blowing, you know, 3D graphics, you know.
course.
It's like what the, you know. But yeah, dude, it's just as soon as Tekken came out, and like my first foray into the Tekken world was actually T2. And shortly afterwards, my parents bought me Tekken 3 for my birthday, and that was probably one of my most played PlayStation 1 games of all time. Like, I spent so much time playing Tekken Volleyball mode and
Oh,
Tekken
dude,
Force
Tekken
mode.
Ball,
and-
let's go.
Oh, I know, right? Like, you see, like, all these things that we need to, like, somehow find a way to stream, like, crazy retro shit like that. Like, that would be, like or, like, not even retro shit,
I
like,
mean-
like, weird things like that. Like,
Yeah.
Tekken Force mode, like, you die, you pass it up or something, you know? So there's some way to, like, you know, incorporate, like, a multiplayer aspect. Volleyball, dude, that'd be perfect, you know, like, 1v1, man. Loser passes.
Yeah,
Winner
dude,
stays on.
classic. I know, like, people have emulated stuff, but unfortunately, I definitely don't have access to a computer good enough to do that.
My thing about that, like, I would love to do that, but I'm just like, how does that, like, legally, how does that work? Like,
So,
is it...
in terms of legally emulating games, the legality of it is the fact that anyone who emulates a game is completely legal. However, the person who distributes said game is not. It is illegal to distribute and give those out to other people.
Ah, okay. But then, like, I mean, obviously, if you've obtained, like, a digital copy of this game, we'll say, you know, like, I mean, you... There's no, like, I mean, like, because, I mean, I know that the way that they do is that, like, or rather the point of this is so that way you can still play your older games without, like, you know, like, I mean, you still own the copy of it, but, like, say it doesn't work anymore or you don't want to damage it or whatever, you can play your digital... You could rip a copy and then play a digital version of it, you know? But it's like, if you don't have it, you know, like, how did you get it? Where did you get it from? You know, it's just like, stuff like that. Yeah. That's why I'm just like, I'm really iffy about it. I would love to do that, but I'm just like, I don't know how to do it, you know? I mean, I know how, but I don't want to.
But yes, in terms of the legality, it is completely legal to use and play an emulator. In fact, it's even legal to distribute it only if you actually already own the game. If you do not own a copy, technically, like, releasing it in any form or fashion is illegal.
Okay. Yeah, no, because I'm like, Tekken Volleyball, because I know that they have, like, certain emulators that have, like, net play, you know?
Yeah.
So, like,
that's
you
like
know,
what people push these days. Unfortunately, I still do not own a computer strong enough to support any of this.
Yeah, no, because, like, a friend of mine, like, he was beefing up his computer, and, like, he was telling his cousin Mario, oddly enough, and, well, Mario being, like, Big Dick Mario over there, he's like, oh, so what do you need? Oh, yeah, I need a new processor and a power supply. He's like, okay. It's like a couple days later, this guy, like, overnighted him like a Ryzen 7 or something stupid like that, and yeah, like, so he's like, Mario, what the fuck, dude? You got me this crazy, like processor, I can't use it with my current motherboard. He's like, oh, okay. 2 days later, another motherboard came in. It's just like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, dude.
So, like,
I got you.
Yeah, I got you, fam. So now this guy has, like, this super beefy computer, which is so weird because his room looks like shit, and then he just has this crazy RGB lit, like, monster behemoth computer in his room. I'm just like, dude, this looks so out of place. Like, it literally looks like he fucking stole the damn thing. Like, that's what it looks like.
Hey, Zach.
Yes.
Completely unrelated question. What do you think of those cat ear headphones?
Shut up! I love them. They're mine, and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks.
What do I think of them? I think it's kind of weeby, but sure, whatever. I almost bought a pair before.
Aha! Take that.
I mean,
because I actually bought a pair.
Yeah, I'm not surprised with that reaction.
Dude, they're so sick. RGB cat ears? Like, sign me up! And then, like, the cool thing is, like, they have, like, a software that you can download so you can, like, change, like, the colors and you can add different effects to them. And I'm like, I love these things. Best purchase I've ever made. Every other purchase will be measured to this one. Like, if it's not as, like, if I don't feel like it's up to the stuff, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Is it as cute and adorable as cat ears? Then we're not fucking taking it, dude. Okay, just put it back.
So Dead or Alive Extreme Volleyball is the best fighting game.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude.
I'll pass
I
on
swear,
that one.
man. Dude. I remember the first time I experienced that fucking game, man. Like, I swear. There weren't enough pillows on my couch to hide what was growing out of my lap. I was like, Jesus. Ah, my god. The looks I got from family, too, when they would see what I was playing, they're just like, what the fuck is this?
Bro, Dead or Alive
Greatest game ever
literally
fucking
helped
made.
create jiggle physics.
Oh god, I remember, like, there was like a weird setting in one of them, I think it was like Dead or Alive 2 Extreme, where like, it had like an
Yeah.
age thing, so depending on your age, it would determine how much jiggle certain parts of the female anatomy, you know, would be affected, so... You can put like, I was 99 years old. What's going on, bro?
Oh, hey, Isaac, welcome to the stream.
I figured that was going on. How's the game?
So,
It's cool. It's fun.
so I put that I was 99 years
Your
old,
boy
and
Mario's pretty fun.
those breasts would never stop jiggling. It was dumb. I don't know why that was a thing.
What were you watching?
Because it's dope.
I was talking about Dead or Alive 2 Extreme.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Kazu is a cyberpunk furry confirmed.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Also brony, don't forget that. I'm also a brony.
Why did I tell my friends about that?
I didn't know that.
Isaac knew. I told him the other day. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
I immediately data dumped that and like forgot.
I won't let y'all
Dante's
forget.
like, oh,
Okay.
It will
God.
never come up again.
Yeah,
I was wrong. It did come up again, and I will probably still forget about it. Just 'cause
I probably will
I don't
too,
imagine
but don't
it being
worry,
a
the
push-
chat won't.
No, that's
The
fine.
chat never forgets.
The chat never forgets.
I'm pissed. I'm
Why?
trying to fix my sleep schedule. I've been up since 5:30 in the morning, and I can't sleep.
Is that why you jumped
Ooh.
on?
Yes,
Gotcha.
like okay, I had quite a bit of caffeine, but not like an extreme amount. That's not
What would-
drinking caffeine.
What would you consider an extreme amount of caffeine, though?
I once
I got
chewed
one
coffee
of the
grounds.
big personal bottles, the 1
disgusting.
liter. I got one of those.
I couldn't
break
sleep all
that.
night. It was sad.
Because I probably, like, in milligrams, I probably consume about, like, anywhere between 300 to 350 milligrams of caffeine per day. Between
How much is
Monsters,
that in
Cokes.
Celsius?
Yeah, no, like, I mean, dude, it runs through my veins. I
normally
need it, man. Like, it's
The
what keeps
thing
the
is,
heart
my
pumping.
sleep schedule- my sleep schedule just doesn't want to backtrack that hard that fast.
Yeah, I get you.
Like, so despite the fact that I've been up now 19 hours, and I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night, I still can't sleep. That's just so damn irritating.
Yeah, I want to save you this time all night.
Oh god.
Feel the power of Sonic.
Phoenix in that game?
Absolutely. Tay, we might need to put him down. I'm sorry, Tay, but that recipe's going with Kazu in his grave.
Yeah, no, I had one of the 1 liters of Mountain Dew today, but I cut that out at like 2 o'clock.
That is a
4
lot,
o'clock
though.
at the absolute latest. I mean, it is. But you think after several days of losing sleep and being up since 5:30 in the fucking morning, this wouldn't be an issue. It's not that I am not tired, it's that my body doesn't want to sleep. And that's just unfair.
Sorry to
Anyway.
hear that, Isaac.
Oh, it's not that big of a deal. It's just annoying because I'd like to fix my sleep schedule.
Oh no, this is what the chat said.
Thank
I
you,
mean-
Jack. It's so kind.
But I understand, I've been very
Unlike
tired
what
lately
Zach's
too.
about to say.
Me too.
What I was about to say? I mean, all I said was I feel pretty tired too. I get what you're going through. I mean, I
I
guess.
assumed you were gonna say but, and then say something like
Oh.
get fucked or something of that nature.
Oh, okay. No, I get you.
Fair enough. So I spent the whole day watching Konosuba again.
That's cool.
Why?
I haven't seen the dub, so that was like I seen the first episode dub. I hadn't watched the show dub.
Good.
What's a dub?
He means he watched the anime correctly, Tayshawn.
Oh, okay. Is there an incorrect way to watch it?
Solid dub. It made it just to keep up the same energy as the Japanese, which I was surprised because that is a lot of very fast.
Wait, the Japanese? What are you talking about? The anime is
No,
Japanese.
he's talking about the people who made the show.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I don't understand why you're differentiating. Is there a difference between
at any rate,
dubs and
so-
Japanese? Because to my knowledge, there's only anime, which when I watch it, I can understand what they're saying.
Anyway, so
I'm gonna
Tay,
go commit
you,
Sudoku now.
you know how
Oh, I love Sudoku.
Tay, you know how we love Gang Orca's giant explosion
Zach, I'm
level
getting
1?
fucked.
It's to say the wrong thing wrongly. Just had to one up me there.
Zach, I'm fucked right now, man.
Why is
I'm in
that?
arcade mode, but guess who I'm fighting?
Who?
The Ender.
The
All for
Ender?
one's yeah, all for one's one true protege.
Oh shit. Is Mineta finally coming
Yeah.
into fruition?
Yeah, he's kicking my ass too, and I just beat up all my and all for one.
keep
I
telling
know.
you, dude, his quirk is just underrated.
No, it's like we said last night. We watched the show. We understand. That's why when Shigaraki was defeated by Mineta and finally could become the true successor.
The 10th holder.
Yeah.
The 10th holder of all for one.
10
Yeah, get fucked, Todoroki. Now die.
Well, it's about time I hit that dusty trail, guys. Got work, so
Yeah,
you guys.
that I even caught you.
Yeah, I was just like, I kept on looking at the time. I was like, oh, I'm having so much fun. I don't want to go to work.
It's alright. We'll see you soon. Yeah, you can turn on the stream.
Yeah.
You can talk to us, bro. It doesn't
I know,
ever
right?
have to end.
If I get a chance, I will, because hopefully I'm not by
If
myself
you had a
tonight.
beta, you could actually even stay in the chat.
Oh, I know. That's true, but I don't have one. So. But I can try to reprise my role as comment section leader or whatever the heck I was supposed to be. Don't remember. But,
I don't know. You came up with it yourself, so I'm not sure.
Self-proclaimed. Self-made throne for the self-proclaimed title. So. But yeah, I'll see you guys later, man. Y'all have a good one.
Peace out, man.
Later, guys.
Oh man, they got supports. It's just like fighting.
Yeah, dude. So Tay, you know how we had fun with the fact that Gang Orca's level 1 is that big sonic blast?
Yeah.
Apparently, if you press back and the quirk button, you do it anyway. And it's his super armor attack. It's just a smaller... It's still a gigantic explosion. Just a smaller gigantic explosion.
Oh, I know. I was just horrible with the timing on it.
Goodbye, Todoroki.
Damn that stupid fucking Mineta, man.
He's too powerful.
There's the weeb race and the otaku race, that's it. Oh, and talking about what's the different types of anime.
I don't think I want to be a part of either of those groups.
And somehow you're both.
A little bit. Although we had this discussion, I lack most of the proper qualities to be a true, by definition, weeb.
Well, let's see what the true definition is. Well, because what we were describing was an obnoxious weeb.
Well, that term came about to describe that specific kind of anime fan. No, I need it is called Boku no Hero Academia. Baka.
A weeb is a derisive term for a non-Japanese person who's obsessed with Japanese culture that they wish they were actually Japanese.
That's about right.
Language changes.
Yeah, so Isaac or Axton.
Not me.
Or no,
I'm pretty
more
cool either
accurate.
way.
More accurately, Adam.
Did you spend a couple years in Japan? Yeah. Well,
You're
I
like,
actually
oh yeah,
lived
you're
there.
right.
That was part of my life. That
not
wasn't a
even. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Japanese-
It's no shit, dude.
He actually did live there for a while.
And I'm mostly stuck in my room anyway. Not much changed. Although I did like going out more often because I could just walk everywhere and didn't have to deal with the hassle of driving and transportation and all that. Plus there was a mall outside of base that had a crepe shop in it, and I really liked it.
Yeah, it's the Japanese and their crepes.
Dude, crepes are delicious though.
Dude, this one was like vanilla ice cream and like chunks of chocolate in it.
Ah,
And whipped cream. It's goddamn fantastic. There's also, so like at least from my experience, ramen shops a lot around at least the Yokosuka area were kind of interesting for the fact that they typically only sold variations of one type of ramen. At least to the best of my ability to discern things. But there was one outside base that specialized in soy sauce ramen. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I've never had that before. It's good.
so Tay, apparently, if you double tap the assist button when you call them, and you have a bar of meter, your ally will do their super.
Yeah, I've learned that the hard way.
But actually getting to watch Konosuba the whole way through in English, man, I didn't realize to the extent of how sleazy it was. So that was pretty fun.
Dude, Gang Orc is a fucking G, bro.
He's a fucking monster. I love him.
Oh my god. I hit Inase with that Sonic Blast and he just started screaming. It's like, no, yeah, it was like a legitimate real life scream. He was just like, oh god, ah! Just like it was actually like the actor was in audible pain.
Dude, I gotta come over and try this game out sometime.
Hell yeah. I mean, if you're still coming to that attorney, it's one of the games.
It's not for a couple weeks, isn't it?
It's next week. It's next weekend. It's a week from today, actually.
Yeah, that makes no sense. I'm just surprised we managed to go like the whole of Friday the 13th without like constant Friday the 13th games.
It's because of the coronavirus.
Absolutely, yeah. We're just, you know, a bit surprised. And this had to be the day I developed a cough too. Who wants the flu? It's funny, my brother woke up with like the sniffles and they were like, no, your ass stays at home. His work.
Hey,
Like, it wasn't hardcore, he wasn't like super sick, he just kind of had like a cough and some sniffles and they're like, no, you gotta stay home. He works with food though, so. Very understandable.
An otaku is a young person who is obsessed with computers or particularly aspects of popular culture to the determined to the detriment of their social skills. Apparently, that's what it means in Japan.
Yes, otaku. I can't say for weeaboo. Otaku. Otaku was actually specifically a term popularized after a series of murders in the 80s involving shut-in anime fans.
Where were these murders taking place?
Japan.
Well, you know an awful lot about Japan for not being a weeaboo.
It sounds like a weeb literally wants to be Japanese. It's not even that they want to be like their culture. It's that they want to be one of them.
Otaku is actually a term that was popularly coined after the Edo period, in which,
Of course, you got the bad boy for it.
in which Japanese fishermen, in which Japanese fishermen,
came long after the Edo period, long after even the Warring Gate period or the Meiji Restoration period.
so the fact that you knew all those makes you a fucking weeb. I want you to just throw that out there.
I think you do only know all those from anime.
History in college. But also I know most of that from Rurouni Kenshin.
I told you, Tay, not to make out with Isaac. I don't know where this came up, but okay.
You shut your goddamn mouth when we lose our fucking business, alright?
Also true.
Second one.
It means because Isaac's getting sick and I'm sick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you were literally told to get the fuck out.
I mean, that's not. I wasn't literally told to get the fuck out. It's
No,
not- they didn't say get the fuck out.
But would your
Everyone's
boss
just being
say
a bit
that?
overcautious because there's a pandemic on the loose.
Yeah. Hey, literally, several of my bosses said if one person gets confirmed to have it at our work, they're probably gonna just shut down our entire place for like a couple weeks.
If you want
Granted,
it,
we'll be
I can
paid
go
for
ahead. Yeah. Oh, see, if I have it, I'll come over. I'll give it to you, and then
I
you
should
shut
have kept
down.
working there for a while.
How about it, Zach? You want me to do it? We can make it happen.
I'll pass.
You sure you won't die anyway? What difference does it make?
No, I'm aware. Well, because
You
I
got a
don't
few
want to
couple
feel
weeks
like
of
Black
paid
Death. I just want someone else to get it.
Well, Isaac doesn't work there anymore, so I can't give it to him.
It's true.
And I never see Emily.
It's alright, I'll give you one of my random coworkers I don't know's address.
Knock on the door. Zach sent me.
Yeah, make sure you
We
like
had
pop
the
on her doorknob
fucking
and
goddamn church at the door earlier. They're
oh,
like, yeah, we had, I don't fucking know who. I don't know which church. Probably the Mormons, knowing them. They like stopping by, but I didn't recognize them. They came by. I was listening to music, so I didn't hear them. I just turned around, my dad's answering the door. I'm like, oh, was that happening? They're like, I'm sorry to bother you. You know, we're just going around trying to help lighten everyone's spirits, you know, with the whole virus scare going around. We were wondering if you had a moment to speak about Jesus Christ. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
no, you said it just like that into their face and looked at your hands. Jesus Christ.
You're going around trying to soothe people's spirits about a pandemic, but you're also wandering around to strangers' houses, potentially spreading a pandemic. You got your fucking kids with you. She had her fucking kids with her. I'm like, are you trying to get sick, lady? Are you trying to get other people sick? What are you doing? Did you just not think this through?
And most people haven't.
Yeah, the Myers sold out of toilet
Oh,
paper.
wow. That is a swole.
God damn. I'm not normally one of those, oh god, all people are fucking stupid. But this whole experience is leaning me that way. Like, between people panic buying toilet paper for whatever reason. It's not a nuclear fallout. Why are you buying so much fucking toilet paper? Why toilet paper specifically?
Yeah, I haven't figured that part out yet.
Like, fucking. I don't get it, man. You gonna buy canned foods to go with it at least? Oh, water's another thing that's getting bought up.
Yeah, that one's not as surprising, but to be fair, I don't believe that the virus could survive through the sewage systems.
Yeah, I think that's just people being spoiled about tap water. Dude, it's fucking town. Unless you're like living on the outskirts of town where you got like well water or something.
Well, also, some areas of town can't drink their water right now. Too much lead.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we got that problem too?
Yeah, you know?
No, I actually didn't.
Yeah, but, well, I guess technically I didn't know, but I'm pretty sure it's 50, I just looked up that actually.
No, okay. So yeah, I spent the whole day watching Konosuba and reading more D&D info. My job's
Gotcha.
weird.
At least someone was being productive.
One me.
He knows. He wasn't bought.
Except for Dasani, no one's buying that.
I don't know, that's my brother's preference.
Blech.
I like spring water myself.
I'm not all that picky, but I like Ice Mountain.
Yeah, Ice Mountain's what I normally go for. But it's the difference between spring. It's just spring water or purified is your typical bottled water choices.
Yep.
I'm like,
still.
I don't know about this.
Well, if you want to go fancy, you get that electrolyzed water.
Nah, I'm fucking good, man. I just wanted water.
You don't
And I hate-
always die from tobacco.
B.
I remember those old commercials.
Okay. Stop it. Get some help. I don't remember who was explaining that whole thing to the other day.
Stop. Get some help.
Oh, it was Mike, Damien, and Becca. Stop it. Get some help.
Holy shit.
I just wish I could get to sleep. Oh yeah, I was gonna try drinking a little bit, see if that helped.
I drink water out my fishbowl. I won't never get sick.
Got a point.
You ain't see fish get sick. When you ever seen a fish with the flu? Drink fish water, you're good. But yeah, no, like, actual magic classes in D&D kind of scared me. Because I was
Yeah.
like, dude, this shit's so goddamn.
Oh yeah, that's right. I meant to ask you, what is your alignment again?
Yeah, I'm still moving around with stuff.
Okay.
But I was gonna go for more of a neutral angle.
Because, I mean, it probably won't matter because the DM can just say otherwise, but I found out, as a paladin, you can't actually be, like, there's only a couple alignments you can actually be.
Not when you're Conquest or Treachery or Vengeance. You can be any alignment.
Besides evil.
No, you can be evil. In fact, Conquest Paladins are typically evil.
Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't say that. That one was an exception.
But all three of those, and Oathbreaker too. There's
Oh
like
no, it was
4 fucking
Oathbreaker was the one I was thinking of.
guys. Conquest is pretty fucking evil. Conquest even states, if I remember correctly, let's see, that they are at best typically neutral, but often lean towards evil. Let me see here. Oh, that's Crown. I don't want Crown. I don't think so.
Chaotic neutral's the way to go. I never liked playing those those classes like that where it's like your alignment doesn't matter essentially.
Okay. There's even one line that says some of these paladins go so far as to consort with the powers of the 9 hells.
Nice.
Yeah, their tenets are douse, rule with an iron fist, and strength above all. If that's not evil, that's pretty fucking close.
I mean, strength above all else is inherently evil.
No, rule with an iron fist is getting a little tyrannical, though.
That is true.
Douse the flame of hope. It is not enough to merely defeat an enemy. Your victory must be so overwhelming that your enemy's will to fight is shattered forever. A blade can end a life, fear can end an empire. That is that line verbatim.
That's dope.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I'm still trying to balance out, because I always got that one line Tayshawn gave me the other day, where it's like, yeah, with you and Tay, trying to fit in as a damage dealer probably won't cut it. Tay, and Jacob.
Yeah.
So going for a different role might function better. So, yeah, I'm just all over the place.
We're a party of cannons. Loose cannons on the edge.
You know, if...
Or true neutral, but I don't know if they have that anymore. Yeah, true neutral still a thing. There's still the 9 alignments. It'll always be the 9.
I was thinking of going for a neutral role and just having a, you know, how do I put it? A different passion, I guess. Not for good or for evil, but just an abstract, or not abstract, but just a neutral thing. But no, I got on looking at Magic because I was like, maybe I should give a closer look to Wizards. So I was doing that today. But this time I actually kept the build I was working on the last couple of days. Because I'm flippy-floppy. Wishy-washy.
Yeah.
I was seeing online where a lot of people are like, dude, just pick a whole team of either bards or clerics. And you can do whatever you want.
The team of bards are unstoppable. I don't care what anyone fucking says. Bard is the most powerful class of the game if you're not cross-classing.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it's still really goddamn strong cross-classing. But yeah, no, they're like, if you pick a team of bards or a team of clerics, you're unstoppable. As long as you pick different areas, you're unstoppable.
Right, but if you pick Paladin Warlock, you are the strongest you can possible in the game. You are the DPS god.
Yeah. Hexblade and what's the one they typically go with? They typically go with Vengeance. I was doing Conquest, but they typically do Vengeance. But from what I was reading, Conquest is just as viable with Hexblade Warlock. In fact, actually complements it specifically. Yeah, the reason being with that combination at least is you can combine Eldritch Smite with Divine Smite on a single attack. You burn a shit ton of spell slots to do it, but you can do insane damage by combining two things that probably shouldn't be combined. And also the fact that you don't have to deal with like splitting your stats up a million ways because you just need strength high enough to wear your armor. All your damage comes from your charisma stat. Because so long as you got your magic sword, all your sword attack checks come from charisma. So that's pretty dope.
Does it have to actually be a specific sword?
What you do is at level 3, you get a Pact Boon with Warlock, and one of those is Pact of the Blade, I believe it's called. And what it allows you to do is conjure your own non-magical magical weapon.
Yeah.
It is a non-magical weapon in every aspect, except if something has raw damage resistance, it counts as magical damage instead. And it also counts as your arcane focus if you have the right buff from the Warlock invocations.
So are you gonna go full samurai and make it a katana?
If I was gonna do that, I could just pick the fighter samurai subclass. Yeah. Which I actually did consider a lot because they have some really cool abilities. But I would never live it down, so I decided against it.
You wouldn't, but it would be probably a lot of fun to play, Isaac.
Oh yeah,
you chose an angel samurai.
Well, the angel thing was just because Azamar paired well with the Eldritch Knight, both thematically and abilities-wise. Or not Eldritch Knight, Hexadin is what it's called.
What's your fly speed anyway?
Oh, I don't fucking know. It's an ability you have to activate. I'd have to look up the class.
Can you still be changelings? Or are they not a playable race anymore? They are not
Yeah, they are.
really.
I was playing one until last week.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Isaac chose to leave that one behind. Those are the funnest race of all.
I mean, it was actually really fun, but...
Because you can beat all the races.
Alright, where is it?
The only thing that sucks about changelings is it's kind of pointless to do one if you're not a rogue, or you don't really spec for deception and stuff.
Oh, I couldn't fly anyway.
Oh, you get to reach a certain level to get access to it?
No, you have to... There's 3 subclasses to Azamar, and only one of them gets flight. Yeah, the one I picked gets a damage buff.
Oh. Cool, I guess.
It says you use your action to unleash divine energy from within yourself, causing a searing light to radiate out from your body. Your transformation lasts for 1 minute or until you end it as a bonus action. During that time, you shed light in a 10-foot radius, and dim light in an additional 10-foot radius. At the end of each of your turns, you and each creature within 10 feet of you take radiant damage equal to half your level rounded up. In addition, once on each of your turns, you can deal an additional You can deal extra radiant damage to one target that you dealt damage to with an attack or spell. The extra radiant damage equals your level. And you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. So essentially I'd get, for 10 minutes, or 10 minutes, for 1 minute I would get an additional 4 damage per attack.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, nifty. But yeah, now competing with this is this,
So Isaac has tiny little baby wings.
not with that one.
You just not have wings at all.
Not that one.
The point of being an
Tieflings
Asian.
are the ones that got like wings the whole time. I
Oh,
think.
that's not true.
No, Dragonborn. One of them.
Also not sure. I don't think there is a race. I thought Asimar did, but Asimar don't. But I don't think there. Oh no,
The bird
fucking-
race.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I can't pronounce it. But you know,
Our cockroach or cockroach.
I'm really taking a shine to this wizard build I had put up though, because I'm like, oh man, I got a fuck ton of spells. This is cool. So, you know, that's
Fucking hate it.
Is he annoying in that game, or do you just actually dislike him?
I don't know, he's annoying in the game. His speed is horrible to fight when you're either a slow character or a medium speed character. You can just
Against-
move around so fast.
Against who?
Ida.
Oh, Ida. Yeah, his speed boost is pretty strong.
Oh, does everyone have their new fancy moves, or where are we at? Do we have unbreakable?
I mean,
You do not have that.
no.
What? How do we not have unbreakable?
Nah, you can still harden and do all of his other stuff, but yeah, Unbreakable does not seem to be in the game in any form. That's actually why Tay theorized that Unbreakable will be like a DLC character. Like, he'll be his own selectable character. In the same vein as
Or at least a version of
100%.
Kirishima with unbreakable.
That's also possible.
It just seems really weird, because then I'm like, well, what's the difference between the first game and this game? Because then it takes place like 5 episodes later. All Might's ultimate is... Well, no, he's probably got the new one.
No,
I forgot, I'm
his
thinking
ultimate
Jump
is
Force.
is the one he does against the Nomu.
Oh,
In Jump Force, you have the United States of Smash as his ultimate, though.
that's really weird. That is his biggest move.
Well, yeah.
Plus, Ultra is cool and all, but it didn't literally fucking create a tornado powerful enough to fucking pick up whole sections of concrete buildings.
Well, the thing is, they didn't, which I kind of have, that is one of the problems I have with the game. They didn't do any updates, besides to characters that were already made. Like,
Yeah.
if they were already made, they basically just
They,
found...
they basically sold you the same game with a bunch of DLC added.
Well, like a fuck ton of DLC, but yeah. As
This
well
is
as
that made
new
more
modes and mechanics.
And the combat is less floaty. Not much, but it is a little less floaty. It is much smoother. There is a lot of improvements. Like, it does feel like in a version 2 of the game. But my only problem is that I feel like... And it's really only an issue because it is an anime fighting game and characters change over time. Like, if this was a regular fighting game, them porting over those characters wouldn't be a problem. It's not like they update.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I'm kind of like, because like we had like most of the core characters in there.
We still don't have Ayama for some reason.
Yeah, we said core characters.
Ayama's a core character.
Technically,
I mean, is he?
Yes.
he's just not main supporting cast. He's like supporting cast.
Also, I don't think he's a very popular character either.
No, but I actually like him quite a bit.
He's okay. I like his design a lot.
I don't love him, but as the side characters go, I rate him above like Kaminari, for example.
I like Kaminari better. Dragonborn are just cheap knockoffs of Draconians from Dragonlance. That's true. If my character dies, I want to roll to see if I explode or turn into a... You didn't. I can't see the rest of it.
Chris
Apparently.
came up with a really dumb, but I love it suggestion of, dude, just keep making new characters and give them like really low health pools and keep getting them killed off. That way you can satiate your need to make a million characters.
That's actually that's funny because that's actually a joke in that Gamers movie.
Yeah.
Is he makes a bard and he keeps fucking dying, so he has to keep making new characters.
That's fair.
Damn it, I'm gonna lose this match again. I hate Ida and his stupid speed.
But I was thinking I would...
There are some really unbalanced matchups in this fucking game, though. Because every character fights the way they should.
I'm kind of mad. Two classes, on a similar note to that, two classes I was looking at, I didn't pick for balancing issues. Which was, the Mystic in general. Because, oh my god, is that fucking class unreasonably powerful. Like, okay, yeah, it could get out-damaged and out-tanked, but it could do an insane amount of damage while also being insanely tanky, while also having insane versatility. So I was like, you know what, apparently online they're very unpopular for being the show stealer. You just, you know, just fucking teleport all over the place, heal people, fucking hit shit for like, goddamn, like... 68 or some shit. And then on the other end of things, one that I really liked was the Artificer Armorer subclass, where you get to make your own Iron Man suit. However, on the other side of things, it's really fucking weak. It mostly amounts to, oh well, that's neato. But it's tanky, but not super tanky, and it doesn't do any damage, like at all. And there's no way to buff it, because all of its attacks are worded so specifically, there's no way to modify them beyond like just a couple of points. Like, if you do the melee build, none of the melee feats give it anything extra. And it doesn't scale well. I think it's a 1d8 plus your modifier. And then at a certain point it becomes a 2d8. Like, that's
Oh yeah,
weird.
Gentle's gonna be in this game.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
I just unlocked the player card thing and he's on it.
Who's on it?
Gentle.
Gentle.
Oh yeah, I actually got a thing that has Gentle and La Brava on it as well.
Oh yeah, I think it's the same thing, so I'm almost positive he'll be in this one then.
Yeah, no, I was 100% certain he would be a DLC character. In the same way that Yawarashi was in the last game, since, you know, he was the current arc in the anime when the game was, like, releasing. So it made sense that he wasn't going to be in core roster, but yeah, Inase. Yawarashi. So it made sense why he wasn't in the core game, but would be added later.
So, okay, getting to the real questions here. Who do we think's gonna be in Smash DLC Pack 2?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Sora's not, actually.
I hate you.
Unfortunately, they confirmed that.
Yeah, unfortunately they said, no, sorry, we actually just can't. Apparently he was one of the first people they thought about putting in, and Disney said, nah, get out of here.
I'm surprised considering how much Disney loves money.
Yeah, but they like their own money.
I mean,
Not
that's
the money that they can make off someone else. They have to own it so
What
they
about
can make the
Spider-Man?
money. What about what?
Spider-Man.
What about
Sony
Spider-Man?
still does like 90% of the work there.
You said what?
Sony still does like 90% of the work there.
Yeah, because Sony's the one who owns them.
Yeah.
Disney doesn't own them.
Marvel still makes money off them though, 'cause the MCU.
Well, yeah, but they don't have direct control over that because they don't own him.
They have a little bit of control.
Yeah, but only a little.
Quite a
Not
bit,
enough
actually.
to just say no. Not to mention the Spider-Man game. Like Sony is actually owns the company who made it now because they just bought them after they made Spider-Man. They were like, Insomniac Games, you've only made Sony exclusives for like the past several years. Why don't we just own you already? So then they did.
Good luck with that, Sony.
So that's how they bought Insomniac Games. Just roll a
can't
gnome
wait to see
barbarian.
it.
Hell yeah.
They worse.
It makes Sony exclusive games. They made they made Insomniac made Sunset Overdrive, didn't they? That's
Yeah,
Xbox.
and that's why Sony now officially owns it.
Swag.
Wasn't Sunset Overdrive an Xbox exclusive?
It was. But now
Was
Sony owns
the
it.
operative word.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep, that's why people joke that Sony actually officially owns a Xbox exclusive, and I think I've heard word it's supposed to release on PS4 after that.
Which is
Hope I
funny
wanted to
because
play it.
like, that is one of the few games
Yeah.
I've seen anything from where I'm like, I would almost consider.
Really?
I
I
wouldn't
kinda heard it
consider buying
sucked.
an Xbox to play it, but it's one of the few ones where, like, I saw it and I was like, it would be neat to play this.
I didn't hear it sucked. I heard it was pretty good.
It's also like one of the few Xbox exclusives I could name off the top of my head.
Same.
Crackdown. Sunset
Yeah.
Overdrive.
Well,
Halo.
I know. Well, Halo's not actually because it's on PC. Crackdown
Well,
is.
I believe everything on Xbox is on PC nowadays.
Yeah, Microsoft shares 100% now. So if
That's
it's
true.
a PC, if it's a Microsoft exclusive, it counts as an Xbox exclusive.
To be fair, not all of the Halo games have appeared on PC yet.
They will be.
They
as
will
of,
be
like,
very
later.
soon. Yeah, very soon. You're right, but they haven't yet.
Also, if you can play it on Game Pass, you can play it on your PC. Sea of Thieves. That's another one.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves I always wanted to
Up
play,
until,
but at the very
up
least,
until recently, Castle Crashers and fucking Cuphead was, but no, it's not.
recently, so fucking Castle Crash has been on everything for the past several years.
Well, let's talk
Like I
about the
said
one guy
recently.
we know is going to be on that roster. Let's talk about Goku.
Yeah, he's not gonna be on the game. In terms of the
absolutely.
hard part about Smash Brothers is I honestly
think Dante
couldn't
and
tell
Travis are
you
probably both
who is
gonna bring
going
it.
to be in the game, but I could tell you who is probably not going to be in the game. That's as good as I can give you.
I said Dante and Travis will probably make it. I'd be surprised if Lloyd didn't either.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of surprised Travis isn't in there yet.
Travis doesn't surprise me that much that he's not in there yet, but I do think it is very likely he still will be.
He's just one of like the few relatively popular properties that I know of off the top of my head that
Yeah.
they don't have representation for.
I mean, he's a third-party game character, though.
But still a Nintendo exclusive.
He's not a Nintendo
No,
exclusive
yeah,
anymore.
he's not. His first
He
game
hasn't
got
been for
ported
a
to
while.
PS3, yeah, like several years ago. Second game didn't though.
But still started off Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot
I
of
still wish we
guys-
could. We'll never get it, but I'd love to get
You gotta move
Jack.
that mic a little away from your mouth.
Yeah, we won't get Jack. Jack would be cool, but we won't get Jack. The last Crackdown killed the series. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard 3 was so terrible that like no one wanted to play any of them ever again.
Which one?
Don't worry, one day Disney will own Smash. That's what my coworker and I joked about. Was yeah, but if they wanted Sora in there, they could probably buy Nintendo. It'd cost a fuck ton, but to be fair, Fox's entire entertainment division wasn't cheap either.
Nope, several $1 billion. Nor was Star Wars.
Yeah,
I debate whether or not that one was worth it.
Well, buying up Fox's entertainment division? They've already made a
Yes.
shit ton off that, so yeah, probably.
That's why I was talking about Star Wars. I was like, well, yeah, it was worth it monetarily.
Yeah, and they don't give a shit
Movie-wise.
about anything else.
Yeah.
Not to mention, it's still way
Well,
better
no,
than
I
those
take it
fucking
back. They
prequels,
did
though.
make the Mandalorian. I won't fight about the Mandalorian or
Exactly. You can't fight over something that's bad.
Mandalorian's so
Mandalorian's
fucking good. Force Awakens
Yeah,
is
it
pretty
sucks so
dope, too.
much. Oh, pretty trash too. Yeah. The only good Star Wars movie that came out recently was Episode 8.
Get out of here. Last Jedi sucked asshole
debatably
butter.
better than the 9th one. But
Whoa, okay, no, I was just fucking around. Chill the fuck out. Ninth wasn't
Yeah,
that
9
good.
was way better.
何から始めようか。そう見ておこうか。
7 and
9
9
was
were good.
simultaneously better,
出動する
smarter, and dumber.
I feel like 9 felt like it should have been split into 2 movies, but
Yeah,
I think
which-
9 was better than 8.
Yeah, by like a country mile, dude. I hated 8. The bloody passion.
I just
I'm
like
still in that ballpark of whereas I hate a lot of things about 8, the things I do like about 8, I like better than the things I like about 9.
Oh no, I love 7 and 9. 7 is probably my favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah, 7's
I
really
wouldn't say
good.
it's my favorite, but I do enjoy it a lot. It's the only one that doesn't give me an aneurysm for stupidity out of the
Actually,
last two
my favorite
trilogies.
Star Wars movie is the Christmas special.
Hell yeah. Get in
I
there.
take it back.
Anyway,
2
not
trilogies
not important.
and
What is important is who's gonna be in Smash.
yeah, Luke
And-
fucking Skywalker,
Yeah, no.
but sad old man Luke Skywalker.
Hell yeah. I like him better as a sad old man.
I actually did like sad old man Luke.
Regardless. So we know we're getting. So all we know is we're getting 6 characters, and the entire DLC season runs through all the way through next year, the end of next year, specifically December.
You know what has
We're
been?
gonna get our first there.
You know,
What's that?
there's rumors we're gonna get direct soon.
There is rumors. Nothing even slightly confirmed about that though. Unfortunately.
Well, we'll find out.
Also, even if we do, it doesn't mean we're gonna hear anything Smash related.
Well, there was one thing that came out that why people are thinking there is.
What's that?
Because the story going around is that they were planning a Nintendo Direct on Mario Day, but there's some of the shit they were gonna do wasn't ready yet, so they just released some, like the info on some of the Mario related stuff they did. And some of the game journalists accidentally said it was from a Nintendo Direct because they knew there was supposed to be a Direct that day.
Hmm.
Which I would believe.
It's possible.
So hopefully we'll get one sooner rather than later. It's weird that we haven't fucking got one yet.
What, since... I mean, our last one was in January. It's only been 2 months. It's not that surprising.
But we didn't have one in January, did we?
Yeah, that's when we got the buy list stuff. And everything came out.
That was a Smash Direct.
Yeah,
Oh,
I still
Nintendo
got one.
Direct. No, I'm saying an actual Nintendo Direct because there's a
Oh.
difference between Smash Direct. Because technically you can be like, well, we got the Animal Crossing Direct. No, that's not a fucking Nintendo Direct.
We also
it's
got the
a specific game.
Wait,
we're talking
We
about.
totally did in January. Yeah, because that's when they announced Pokemon and all that. The mystery dungeon and that shit.
That was a Pokemon Direct, Zach. I want a Nintendo Direct.
Sir, you have committed heresy. Zach, get the torches and hounds. Oh, you talking about Isaac? Damn. Or are you talking about Tay with his Christmas special? Anyway,
Probably both.
probably both, yeah. Anyway, but in terms of who we could get, there's any number of people. Usually, the only people I can guess is who's rumored. Because, like, since Smash has kind of become this thing of it's whoever, it's, I mean, literally, we've confirmed how they decide characters. And it's literally just Nintendo gives a list of characters that they authorize to be in the game based on licensing and other stuff. And then they give that list
Then
to...
Sakurai throws it out and is like, no. I'll tell you who I want in this game.
Well,
Don't
then
tell me what the fuck fans want. Don't tell me what fucking Nintendo wants. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you what I want.
But yeah, then Nintendo gives him the list of Sakurai, and then Sakurai picks whoever the fuck he wants.
I see what you're
I like
saying
it
here,
better,
Nintendo. But what if we had another Fire Emblem character? Just listen. I know we just got Byleth.
If it ain't Lin,
Oh,
I
But
don't
what
give a
about
fuck.
Selphus?
I don't give a fuck about more Fire Emblem characters as long as they play differently.
Yeah, Byleth plays nothing like any of the other Fire Emblem characters.
Like where people I feel like are getting annoyed, where I would say I get a bit annoyed, is because we got Marth, Lucina, Roy, Ike, and fucking Chrom, who all play varying degrees of the same fucking way. It's like it's like a sliding scale of Chrom on one end, or not Chrom, Ike on one end and Marth on the other, and everyone plays somewhere in between those two.
I mean, Ike plays drastically different than the other Fire Emblems. Marth plays one way,
Except for
and it's
Chrom,
true
who
that
has half-
Lucina plays exactly like Marth, but better. And
Roy just plays
then
like
Roy
Marth.
is like a power version of Marth with a few differences, and then Chrom is a combination of is literally just Roy, but with fucking Ike's up B.
I just got one or two other of Ike's moves, but yes. So a sliding scale from Marth to Ike. Every Fire Emblem, almost every Fire Emblem character fits in there. Then you got Violet and fucking Dragon Lad and Lass.
Oh, Corrin, yeah,
Robin.
fuck Corrin, get out of here. Robin's
Hey,
okay.
no, I like my tank guy. Fuck off.
No, I can't stand Corrin. Get out of here. Terrible character. Also,
Corrin, yeah,
literally
Robin,
the dumbest design for a dragon I've ever seen.
Oh, I don't actually give a shit about the character Corrin. I was thinking the Dragon Ball for the whole time.
Oh, well, either way.
I don't give a fuck about Core. I don't give a fuck about Rob. I don't give a fuck about any of the Fire Emblem characters. I never played Fire Emblem.
So
I've never
Rob,
played him either, but I like playing Roy,
Robin.
Lucina, and
Oh, you said Rob. I was like, I think he's Fire Emblem. Okay.
Robot Fire Emblem fucking sword wielding ass out of here.
but if we get Lin, I'm down.
No, fuck Fire Emblem. I'm so tired of their goddamn characters. I don't want another goddamn Fire Emblem
If we
character.
didn't have
Dude, you
the
can
sliding
get the fuck
scale
over
of
yourself
Marth
and
to Ike,
play another fucking Fire Emblem character.
if we didn't have the
No.
sliding scale of Marth
No.
to Ike, I wouldn't have any problems.
I don't have any already. Cause y'all need to get
I
over
do.
yourself.
Fuck.
You got yourself 80
Fuck
fucking
that.
characters. Play someone else.
Yeah,
No.
you got a fucking point.
No, all right, fine.
We'll
Play the
play-
Fire Emblem characters then, bitch. If you're not gonna play anyone else,
Banjo
go.
Kazooie, no one else is.
Yeah,
I've
everyone
got-
asked for him, and
ev-
guess who's still being played? Byleth and the Fire Emblem characters. You know who's not? Fucking Banjo and Kazooie, the most requested character ever. Nobody fucking plays him, and he's not even
I play
bad. He's
Banjo.
really goddamn good.
I play all the characters. Whenever a new character comes out, I main that character. I
For
never
like
have
2
the same
days,
main.
and then you immediately
I
play
never
Little
have the
Mac.
same main.
Here's the
What are
thing.
you
though.
talking about?
With
Who's
Smash.
Little Mac? I think you mean Mr. Mac.
Dude, you should watch Keep Crew's video about matchups because it's about it's literally about a Little Mac player. He's playing against a clown. He's best 3 out of 5.
Oh, I think I saw that one.
And then he's like, literally the whole fight is either just keep losing, and in the end, he's like, you see, Lil Mac and me go way back. I've connected to this character on a spiritual level. I will never play anyone ever again. And then he finally wins, and he says, yes, I finally did it. I finally won. I beat the impossible matchup. And he's like, man, dude, you're really dedicated. You must love Punch Out. He's like, what's Punch Out?
ご飯どうぞ
Fucking Smash players, dude. Sad part is that's true, though.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I have a deep emotional connection to Potted Plant.
Bro, Terry's my guy, and that's just because I love Terry Bogard and
They should have
everything I've
ended
ever
the
played.
season with him. Put Byleth in the middle. And
Ah.
have Terry cap out the season.
To be fair,
That
people would
would've
have
been
bitched
the
about that
hypest way
too,
to
though.
end
Nah, dude, people hated on Terry. No one knew who he was. Literally, the entire Smash community
Every
had no
fucking
idea who
person
he
I
was,
watched
man.
on YouTube and you would not shut the fuck up about Terry Bogard.
Yeah, because he's awesome. But if you watch any
yeah.
Smash players, they had no idea who the fuck this guy was. In fact,
Smash
you know
players
who
don't
people
know
were...
who the fuck anyone is in this goddamn roster.
But you know who people did freak out about? Well, obviously it was the fact that fucking, no, Sans' Mii skin came out that same season, that same, reveal.
Oh yeah, there were quite a few people freaking out over that. Like,
Which I didn't give two fucks about that. One, it's a Mii
I
costume.
was so
two,
excited to be
fuck
able to
Sans.
play as other Ken.
Yeah, a lot of people said that. It was Ken with a hat.
I mean, it's really hard to blame him.
I mean,
That's pretty
it
much
is because
my
they're
feeling.
not even slightly similar. Other Ken is Robert. We already have another Ken.
Yeah,
But they wouldn't know that because they don't know who a fucking fighting game character is. And it's also hilarious when Smash players are like, what the fuck are inputs? They get really frustrated when they don't know how to play the input characters.
I mean, that's fair.
No. It's not, because it's like also, this game is so forgiving on inputs. You can literally just move the joystick or D-pad around and you'll just get moves. Like, it's so easy.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Sakurai put in like a fucking half dozen different combos for goddamn Terry.
I know, and that's
So
why
if you
it's
don't-
so good and
If
so
you don't-
easy.
If you don't play classic fighting games, then yeah, you might be a little out of the loop and going, well, what the fuck is with this character whose mechanics are completely different from almost everyone else in the roster? And the two characters who are even similar have two inputs.
That's also not even true. They have 3 inputs.
Oh! I'm so sorry, Majesty.
That's right, you better be, bitch. Get out of here with that shit.
Three inputs.
That's right.
And I could still fucking do all their abilities anyway because they're not required to even just play the character.
Well, same with Terry. Difference is... Well, actually, there is no difference. If you don't do the inputs, the character sucks, because then their moves, like, do way less damage, have less knockback, and don't even have... Like, his recovery is worse if you don't do the input.
But yes, I do like new Fire Uppercut American martial artist over old Fire Uppercut.
Doesn't even have
American
an
martial
uppercut.
artist. I'm sorry, downer cut. He punches down, I forgot.
He does punch down. Little bitch, get the fuck out of here. Talking about Terry Bogard. I don't even know who the fuck Terry Bogard is.
Dude, I'm so sorry I got Terry Masters confused with Ken Bogard.
Okay, honestly, when you said... I thought you were actually gonna say, I'm sorry, Master, I got crippling downs. I thought that's exactly...
No, I don't. I have chronic downs.
Oh,
Thank
God. Like, that's the direction. I didn't expect you to go the direction of just calling them something different. I thought you were straight up just gonna say, I'm sorry, dude. I got a bad case. It's gonna be Shovel Knight. I like that you spelled Waluigi as Walla Luigi. Killa Croc. Killa Croc.
Batman?
From Batman? the Batman villain? Dude, they're really reaching out for these DLC characters. Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, is Banjo-Kazooie gonna be in the game twice? that would be
They're finally gonna add Banjo-Kazooie to the game again?
I can
He
do that.
hasn't been in since I last started up my Switch.
Yeah. Be great. I can't wait to have him in twice, dude. And Spyro. Spyro would be dope. I don't think that's likely at all, but that'd be cool.
That's what a lot of people are talking about, actually.
I've heard Crash more than I've heard Spyro, but I've definitely heard Spyro talked about as well.
I do love that Keep Crew put out a video, like, not too long ago, a couple days ago about how
Yeah.
Sora was going to be in the game.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that wasn't the whole video, but that was part of it. And I was surprised that I looked in the comments and no one from the few comments that I read was going, actually, you confirm next Sora was not going to be in the game because they had, like, a licensing dispute with, Disney.
Yeah, you'd expect something like that.
Yeah. But, surprisingly, no.
Well,
Although I'm trying to remember, did I
regardless.
see comments about Goku?
It's your boy, Goku. Goku Mario. Sadly, good old Goku's probably also not going to be in the game. Surprising everyone, of course.
Because unlike the Fire Emblem characters, who are video game characters that want to be anime characters, Goku is just an anime character that people really fucking want to be a video game character.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, he's not. He ain't gonna be in the game.
But he has more video games than Mario.
I mean, I don't know the truth to behind that, and I'm gonna say it might be. But I'll also say
one game a year for pretty much every year for the last 20 years, damn near.
I know he has over 70 games, and that's fair. That's a lot of games. But I'll also like to point out that they don't give a fucking shit, and he's not gonna be in the game.
Like, I mean, I guess it's along the same argument of like, how do I put it? It doesn't matter how many albums Nickelback releases, that doesn't make them musicians.
Nice.
I had to go with the low-hanging fruit. I don't actually give a shit about Nickelback one way or the other.
Yeah, same. But
I
yeah,
started using an analogy and had no actual
Undertale
analogy
can go to hell. That's a hot take, and I agree.
What was the hot take?
Undertale can go to hell. It's a hot take. Yeah, I hated. Okay, the fact that if you put a hat on Gang Orca, it just kind of hangs on the front of his face is amazing. It just like sits on his head. He doesn't wear it at all.
But I keep was talking about another Zelda character.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I guess it's possible.
I don't know what they put in.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Ganon?
I guess.
Get that fucking elbow back.
Oh, gross.
It's the same fucking, just literally a worse version of the same character.
Yeah,
As much as that-
keep the
miss
Doria,
that
dude.
fucking elbow.
The sword is great. Yeah,
it's
bro, not
fantastic.
Goku from DBZ, but Goku from Rod movie, from ROD movie.
Goku from Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Yeah, there he is. I'm trying to think, honestly, because like,
これはいいものだ。なるほど。こういうものもあるのか。なるほど。こういうものもあるのか。なるほど。こういうものもあるのか。これはいいものだ。なるほど。こういうものもあるのか。登録します。登録完了。
it's really hard.
遠慮はいりません。
'Cause I know there's a lot of favorites to be in the game, and some are definitely valid, but not very many.
I wouldn't be too surprised by Spyro.
Spyro's a possibility. I'd say he's stronger than most for being in the game.
興味ありま。
Definitely don't care for Minecraft, Steve, but hey, do what you need to.
As I told Austin from work, that like the only reason I'd want him in the game is because I think the Minecraft stage, if they made it completely destructible, would be really fun
Um,
to play on.
that would actually be fair. Although fighting Steve on there would be fucking impossible, just blending in with the background. Like, be the one time where I would take the excuse, dude, I couldn't even play my character. Like, that's the one time that is acceptable. I don't give a fuck if it's an 8-player Smash and your character's 2 centimeters tall. That's your fucking problem. Then again, yeah, Minecraft has sold a fuck ton of copies, so I can't argue that he has a reason to be there. I just personally don't fucking care for him and don't want him. But yeah, more characters is more characters.
Yeah. I've also said in the past, and I still absolutely feel this way, that at this point, they could throw in anybody, bro. Like, they've already got the greatest roster in video game history.
Yeah,
Fucking
do whatever the fuck. That's what I'm saying, dude. Dude, Sakurai, do whatever the fuck you want. You and your guys make a fun game. Characters, I don't give a shit. I'll still play because I like playing them. They're fun to play.
Yeah.
Like I play Wario. Never played any of fucking Wario's game. Played Mario Kart a couple of times. Fucking play Simon Belmont. Played like 5 minutes of Castlevania, like the Netflix series.
See, and I fucking love Castlevania, but I hate playing the Belmonts, which disappointed me, but still, it just kind of shows, you know, what you do.
I'm not good with zoners, but I love playing them because they're so fucking annoying.
Yeah, your traditional projectile characters, because, I mean, they are zoners, but, like, in the most basic of they throw shit at you sense.
Well, they also have different, like, angles and shit you gotta pay attention to, so, like, you know.
They need to add a
You're
Power
throwing that
Ranger
crossbow, but they jump
and
into your
Kamen
ass.
Rider. A Power Ranger Red and a Kamen Rider Blue. I mean,
Also, I was thinking of doing a Power Rangers themed D&D, like, one-shot.
I mean, they exist.
I was just thinking, like, alright, everyone, you pick a primary fucking color, and you pick one personality trait. And you
Now
build
you-
your whole character around that.
Right.
And if it could be a 90s personality trait, I don't know what that means, but if you can do that, all the better. Wow. Oh. This is a cool team who also is a productive member of society and practices karate in their off time. If you got that going for you, you know.
No, that's too many character traits. That's just you gotta have one personality trait and a character.
Well, I'm thinking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers specifically.
Of course.
And they were all productive youth, despite the fact that they were youth with attitude,
Yeah.
according to the intro.
According to the intro, but in the first episode, he does say, "Give me 5 over-emotional and overbearing humans," and then Alpha gets
They
upset
bring
because he
the
knows he's talking
5
about
most
teenagers.
respectable and old-looking teenagers.
Yep. They get 5 of the most productive members of society possible of their age bracket.
High-functioning students, you know, members of the community, also practice and train people in martial arts.
Yeah, literally goes out of their way to teach young people martial arts, to teach them discipline and how to be better
I don't know where the whole
members of society.
attitude came from.
Because they don't have
But,
none.
Yeah, no, they're all better functioning adults than actual adults are.
Hell, one of them straight up created his own martial arts to teach people. Both in show and in real life. Hip hop keto is a real thing.
Yeah, boy.
It's not good. Like, it's a really shitty form of martial arts, but it exists.
Wait a man, you have fun with what you do.
Yeah. He even has one of those like fucking like workout tape videos kind of teaching you how to do it.
Why is RuneScape all of a sudden the thing that's been popping up on my newsfeed all the time?
Because they really want you to jump back in, dude.
Dude, I didn't even fucking like RuneScape when it looked like shit in like
They're
2005.
coming out with Power Rangers type RPG. I'll send you the link on Facebook. Cool.
I was just thinking we would just take D&D, but we would make the characters to be very Power Rangers-esque.
Attitude came from the off-screen a fan favorite.
Oh. I don't know, I was, digging through all this shit all week, because, I've had nothing fucking better to do. Had the interview, waiting to hear back. So, reading through all the D&D shit, I was like, it'd be fun to just, set up, just a one-day campaign. Not really a campaign then, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We just have, one really long session, couple breaks in there.
Oh yeah, no, there was a game, Hyper Power Rangers. Or, Power Rangers Hyperforce. It's like an actual, thing. In fact, people who work on the actual show have their own podcast where they, play it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's a lot of virtual, people who just work on the show, none of the, main cast. With the only exception being, the guy who plays, Bulk in the old, Mighty Morphin and so on series. He plays the Yellow Ranger.
I caught a bit of a video on YouTube that I thought was interesting, where Stephen Colbert had Matt Mercer on to have him run a 1 hour game. I thought that was pretty funny. I never understood whether or not Stephen Colbert's love of Tolkien was just a shtick for his show, or if he just legitimately loves Tolkien. It's either this motherfucker loves Tolkien or someone on staff is just obsessed with the Silmarillion. Because, I don't even get half the references that motherfucker makes sometimes. And, I've read all those books, except for the entirety of the Silmarillion. I've read a chunk of it. But what I haven't read, I've read a bunch of shit on, and seen videos on. It's I still don't understand what the fuck you're talking about half the time. So you are dedicated to this shtick if you are not actually in love with this stuff. It's all hard to tell with big, famous TV personalities whether or not something's a shtick or not.
That's fair.
Oh. But who knows? If so, it's a really weird shtick because I don't know what Lord of the Rings fucking demographic he's trying to appeal to for his two very different late night shows. Oh.
Yeah, that much I couldn't tell you. I've never been a big fan myself anyway.
Life gives you lemons. Make life take the lemons back.
Yeah.
Say I'll be the man to burn down your house with these lemons, life. God.
Is that the mellow yellow motto?
Sure, man, yeah.
Sure, dude. I know even our orange, good old Andy, actually pitched the idea he really wanted to do a essentially D&D game on stream. Like we would actually like go and do like GTA into just somebody's house in game and then just be actually playing. And we thought about it, but like we couldn't think of a way to make it just like work or organize with everybody.
Wait, for what?
For us to do on stream.
Do what? I totally missed it.
Oh,
Do a D&D stream.
Yeah,
Where
where
we jump into GTA, go to someone's house, and all sit around a table in someone's house.
Oh,
yeah, and like legitimately play D&D.
Yeah.
that would be pretty funny.
We'd have to go by like a real hardcore honor system.
Well, yeah, I mean that's how you do it if you're playing
Did you
online.
actually roll a nat 20? Did you tell the
Yeah,
crew?
just like all the other three. Oh, well, I guess if you did, you just been real. It's just crazy how lucky you've been today.
Real lucky, like you always say, Zach. Stay
Yeah,
lucky.
yeah, I was staying lucky. The fans know. The chat always trusts my word.
You could always just have little TVs and set up all the PS4s in the house.
Oh god, that would be so much trouble.
Not really, it'd be the same amount of work you'd go put into a LAN party back in the day.
Maybe we'd also need a connection that could support that much. I don't know about you, but I don't.
Be that bad. How many people would be actually in the game?
That I don't know, but I think the intention was to make it so he wouldn't be in person.
Oh.
Because,
well,
you know, he can't really do that much.
Also, then the question would come up: who would run the game?
it would be you.
Not me. I've done it before, and just the short answer is I like playing the player character.
You would run the game, whether you like it or not.
I thought about when I was
You'd need to
having
roll
like
20 to
the
see
thought of
everyone
doing like a one-day campaign.
Trailer
of having a
Park
character
Power
that was just like super fucking useless just to have around, just so I could actually roleplay. Like I get you get all the NPCs and shit, but like I just like having the one dedicated character.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, it takes me a while to come up with a voice for a character.
You don't have to do a voice.
I have to do a voice.
You really don't, though.
I really do.
Okay.
I mean, all of us actually have a voice in the campaign we're doing. And yes,
I don't.
Super Fargo Tayshawn still counts as a voice.
What the fuck? What do you mean Super Fargo?
Dude, you sound borderline Canadian. Like stereotyped Canadian. You just go... okay, better example. You just go into dad mode Tayshawn. You just sound like you, but if you were like a suburban dad.
Well, hey, fellas. What's going on
Hey,
here?
fellas. Like, that is how you play the character.
Well, hey, kiddos, what's going on here? I don't know about all that, but sure.
I've heard you go into that, like, almost Fargo accent territory.
Oh, maybe, probably.
They're on meth, or are they saving the world? That's the Trailer Park Rangers? Are they on meth, or are they saving the world? So like, well, because they're just having vision. Are they actually saving the world, or are they having drug-fueled hallucinations?
That's
I
what I
like the
hate
idea.
about, like, certain kinds of storytelling, where it, like, Justice League Dark is actually a good example of this. Like, just like all these things that you can't see or hear or interact with whatsoever happening, and you just got the one character who's just staring at like a blank environment and a bunch of fucking loons screaming at shit. And it gets like into cringy territory of it's just a bunch of fucking edgy kids who want to be cool. They like make up their own fantasy adventure that they just go really hard on.
What do you mean?
Just people screaming at nothing. Are they on meth or are they saving the world? That's what I thought you meant. Like, the average person doesn't see what's going on, but you see what's going on.
No, I think he literally just meant, are they actually just having a drug-fueled hallucination? Or is everything happening? Which I like the idea of, because that means all the characters can OD in the end.
Oh my god. the possibilities are endless.
That's why it's a one-shot.
Yeah, because anything could happen.
Or make a D&D game, like, again, another one-shot, where everyone makes a character that is supposed to be the main character. Like,
Oh
you
god,
write it as
I've
main
played that
character
game and I'll tell you it's no fun.
When did you play that game, Zach?
I don't know, when did I play that fucking game? To be fair, I wasn't, you weren't even there, but when I played that game.
I'm very curious, when did you play that game?
I played it.
You played it with.
Yeah, I know, right? I can't imagine. Oh yeah, that's right. That's why you know, because you talked to the person who ran it about it, because it was fucking a nightmare. Because of literally 2 people. Actually, 3 people. It was 3 people's fault that game sucked ass.
What's going on?
Well, we played, so, like, our current D&D group was not our first D&D group. We actually had another game, and we played Vampire. But when we played, it literally was a whole case of myself and Jacob were a team. Like, that was, like, kind of our thing, is we worked together. My
So you're not
characters...
talking about the time I was there.
No.
Yeah. We only ever played the one session.
So we were kind of a group because like so the whole plot was essentially that he owns a literal crack house that was an easy target or an easy way to get blood. So that's why we were all friends with him. So that's why we came there, because his master had perished. So we all came in support of him. Me coming from Europe, I forget where Adam's character came from, and Dean's I think came from a different part of the U.S., and Aaron was in that area already. So we all come to support him. But the thing about it is, so the whole point of my character to his is where we are buds before we are vampires, so we are very close. So we are friends. So that was pretty much my only connection to the party. I didn't give a shit about anybody else. And being vampires, we're inherently evil. Like in this story, we're not good people, which is kind of the point. At the same time, freaking everyone else's character has different like alignments. Jacob was cool with everybody because. Like, that was kind of the point, is he was friends with all of us. Which makes sense. That's why he would have us all there, and why we were there to support him, and all that good stuff. Aaron essentially had no alignment to anybody, and was just there to pretty much just kind of, like, use Jacob, and that was, like, kind of the thing. Whereas Adam's decision was immediately, the first time we run into an issue or an encounter, he literally betrays us for no reason. I don't know why. He then immediately after that, you wonder why I try and kill your character. Because I don't give a fuck. If you're trying to, why would you betray us? You have no reason to. Unless your character has a good reason, why the fuck are you doing anything? So his character does not benefit. Not to mention, this was literally the first thing we did, and then he betrayed us the minute the game starts for no reason. Nothing has happened yet. Why would he do that?
Okay, so I know this was Adam.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'd be surprised if he did this with the same motivation that I would, but I would definitely do it. But I would do it purely off the basis that it would be fucking funny.
Right, he definitely did not do that.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm pretty sure he didn't, but I also don't want to rule that out. I could see Adam just playing the full, this is just hilarious and I want to see where it goes.
I could more likely see it. This is going to have something to do with my super cool backstory and why he really is about all this. And you know what? It doesn't matter.
Anyway, and that's totally what it was. But regardless.
Oh, what?
Whoa,
Don't
what?
say.
So anyway, he's done this. Now, Dean essentially has no character. He just kind of is with us.
Wait, before you say it, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Wrong.
Okay.
But was his character that he just backs up Adam's character?
Yes, but not immediately. So at first he has essentially no personality, but then just because he likes Adam, he decides to essentially turn his character into Adam's friend, who's just trying to screw us over too. Though, for one thing, that makes no sense again, because he has no motivation to do so. And two, he doesn't know who Adam is, or his plan, so how does he know to help him, and why is he doing it? So that happens too, and at the same time, Aaron is confused and just kind of decides he's gonna screw us all over and side with his like pact to learn vampire magic. So it literally became a case of each character would like do a thing individually, while Jacob and I would just kind of wait until they finished their thing, and then we would do our thing. Which our thing was usually pretty quick because we would be doing actual plot things.
So far, I like our character dynamic in our game.
Yeah, so I liked the character dynamic of my previous party a lot, where we were actually just legitimate friends, and we were actually just like, it was a good camaraderie. In this case, that is very different. Like, right now our dynamic is we're a bunch of ego freaks who are just all like, essentially it feels like a band of mercenaries. But we're not at each other's throats yet. Which is why Isaac's on fucking thin ice. But
in fairness, I've changed my character quite a bit. So
yes, so it'll probably change.
Not entirely, but it will be a lot less of just this will be really fucking funny. So I'm just gonna do it.
Right.
I do want to return to that character, but in a more appropriate setting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with more of a guy who's an asshole because he just doesn't like people.
I get you.
That being said, now I know I missed a day, and we didn't do a whole lot last session.
Yeah.
But I still don't actually know what Jacob's character is.
You don't know what it is, or what his personality is?
I know who he is. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know his character's personality or anything.
Oh, Wendelium of the Flames' personality is he's a one of self-interest. He is literally a chaotic neutral character to a T. He's in it for himself, for financial or personal gain. He'll kill everyone if it fancies him. He has one thing.
Yeah, there's pretty much everyone in the group, more or less.
I don't
except for Tayshawn, maybe.
I'd say Tayshawn is a genuinely good person as a character. Yeah. that's kind of his thing. Is he's the inherently good guy, and at the same time,
your character comes off as like a weird mixture of the actual main character,
which I shouldn't be,
the
but
side character who wants to be the main character but definitely isn't the main character. Like if Dan Hibiki was competent. That is kind of the gist I get from your character.
I kind of like the fact that I've been compared to Jason Statham, just because I do the weird accent, but
No, not because of the accent, just because, like, your character, yeah, he can back up a lot of what he says, but he fronts so much for so little reason. Just because he apparently wants to be the main character of this story.
No.
From my perspective.
He's the Hercule. He's high on his own Kool-Aid.
Yeah. So, not too far off from Dan Hibiki then.
Yeah, no, not far off from Dan Hibiki.
competent still. You're still doing your job very well.
Well, dude, very well is an understatement. I fucking mastered my role in the party of Battle Turtle. In fact, I'm not good at it, actually. Because I'm not a Battle Turtle. I'm too much of just a battle. Because I just fuck shit up too well.
That was actually where I was kind of like backtracking a bit and going, maybe I should do more CC than just flat out damage. Because like the Warlock Paladin build was gonna have a good amount of CC, like a little bit, not a ton. It wasn't the focus. And I was like, I bet I could do more CC, just make it easier for you to fucking no brain beat the shit out of things, and for fucking Tayshawn to go up in aura things.
Nah, bro, the spin-off series Rehab Rangers, the spin-off series Rehab Rangers, will they get sober or relapse? That's my show right there.
That's a little fun.
It's a little fucked, but yeah, dude, that's the plot. It's a story of hard truths.
But yeah, no, Jacob's character just hadn't made much of an impression on me yet.
Yeah,
like Oliver's, yeah, his character's made a decent impression on me, despite me interacting with him less.
Honestly, Wendelium's character is more of the drinking buddy.
I mean, that's fair. I just also assumed that since he wasn't directly next to me, I just wasn't getting like the brunt of the conversation because I was sitting next to Tayshawn and Oliver. So like all of my stupid comments would 90% of the time go to them. And your character is just so inherently loud that I end up talking shit with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, dude. My dude's straight up the Han, bro, who's like complete his hard ass persona is a front for all the heart that's under there.
Oh, Hercule.
Yeah, Hercule.
Oh, what was it? Yeah, no, I'll look forward to getting back into it this week. See how many more times I can change my character before Thursday. My current goal is if I can be satisfied with a character for 2 days, I'll post it on the group and then I can't change it. I'll now posted it on the group. So basically, if I make it through the weekend, I can post this on the group and just be satisfied with that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, like, yeah, trying to balance off what you guys are doing post game. Oh god. So what's going on with that Sonic the Hedgehog idea?
I'm going to watch the movie.
Okay, just gotta pick a day, really.
Oh.
My schedule's a little weird right now since I'm out till I can get either my symptoms are gone or get a doctor's note.
Right. Oh. What was it? I wonder when they're gonna release a new D&D book, like Xanathar.
Hard
They
to
seem
say.
to have a lot of UA content out there. But
your little meat fingers won't work when there's a giant sonic blast in your face.
meat dudes in it.
Meat fingers. You know, meatball? Remember him?
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite character. He
Yeah,
tried to.
that's where my shock is coming from.
Oh, that he's in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in the game.
Like, but Aoyama's not in the game?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just gonna assume they know what they're doing.
I think they put him in the game just so they could justify the Bakugo Kaminari Kirishima team up that is also in the game.
Other specific team up?
Yeah, if you so in the previous game you could get your bar up to level 3, but you could only spend as much as level 2s. Now there's a team attack mechanic where if you have a in-game like team who's like an act, they have a unique team intro, and if you get 3 bars, you can spend all 3 to do an actual unique team super.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wonder what all team ups they got.
There is Team Takoyaki Boys, which is Fat Gum, Kirishima, and Amajiki.
Yeah, that makes sense. They got Fat Gum and Amajiki in, but Unbreakable's not in the game.
Yeah.
Like, Fat Gum's pretty much introduced in that same fucking scene that happens in.
Yeah.
Kirishima's got 2 teams.
Yes, he does. He has 2, because he's also got the Bakugo Kaminari Kirishima team, and of course, there's also there's 2 team villain, which is Compress Twice and Toga, as well as
also so far my favorite team.
they have the best team intro, by the way.
I don't care much for Toga, but I like Twice, and Compress is super cool.
Yeah. They also have like such a dope team intro too.
Although I warm up to Toga in some of these chapters.
Yeah, man.
Especially with the anime, when they're like less kind of making her kinky and more just like, you know, just a loon. Yeah, I'm pretty cool with that. Sorry, continue.
Then there's Shigaraki, Dabi, and Toga.
Toga's very popular. Also, fuck Spit.
So there's that team. And there's also Lord Night-Eye, Shoot Style Deku, and Mirio.
Fair.
I feel like I'm forgetting one. If not, that might be all of them.
I'm gonna look them up.
Because they have of course the big 3, but they don't have a team move because they we've never really seen them fight together. Hell, we haven't actually seen them interact together that much. Only in a couple scenes.
Oh, there seems to be another one. Midoriya, Ida, and Todoroki.
Oh, that's the one I keep forgetting. Yeah, the fight with Stain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Their team move is literally how they beat Stain, with one extra, like Fire Blast from Todoroki.
Yeah, he throws like 2 in there.
Yeah, but they do the big shot of them both doing that jump kick from both sides, but now it's followed up with.
No, it always was followed up with a fire.
Oh,
with a Fire Blast.
I don't remember that.
Yep.
Goodbye.
He gets hit with it as he's falling. He gets hit with it as he's falling from the team up attack. It's just a fireball is just kind of like an afterthought at that point.
So I think that is the only other two. Yada yada. Though I think with updates or DLC, I think the big three and the Shirodeki High students, since there's that trio as well, will probably both.
Some of
get
these
one.
trios also haven't done shit together, so I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Dabi's barely done anything. Even in the manga, he's had some moments, but not a ton.
That's true. I think that's mostly because they wanted to give Shigaraki one, and that was just a group that makes sense with.
That's fair. Although I probably would have done the Twice and Toga team with him instead of Compress if I was just being like real.
Well, the thing is, remember Twice, Compress, and Toga actually did team up.
In the overhaul arc?
Mm-hmm.
That's technically true. They were in proximity to each other at one point.
Yeah. It's also part of
They
their
didn't
intros,
actually do
them
anything together.
popping them
Sorry
with
for-
swords.
Yeah. All they did was copy Compress to go get killed.
You're right. Muscular should have a three-person team attack.
That one would kind of make sense if they put him with Magna and Spinner.
Well, Magna and Spinner aren't in the game, so fair enough.
Like, that would actually kind of make sense because they were the three that were the first fights in the forest camp.
That's true. Magni and Spinner. Unfortunately, they are not in the game. Granted, Spinner still hasn't fought at all, really. And Magni is a little busy right now.
Frankly, he's done about as much fighting as Dabi.
Oh, Spinner?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
that's,
at least has his fight with the fucking Wild Wild Pussycats,
yeah.
where he pulls out his ultimate edge blade.
Yeah, it's just a metal
Cloud,
stick
you're
with
7
knives.
swords in one sword. I got one better. How about 80 fucking thousand knives in one sword? It's just all duct taped together.
It's great.
Don't ask how it holds together. It's like duct tape and belts.
Plot.
And edge. Yeah. Just edge. Get that fucking, what was it, Todd McFarlane feel going there.
He does have a lot of edge. Gotta get that Rob Liefeld energy.
What was it? I'm surprised there's not more team ups with the main class.
Yeah.
Although the movie just came out, so there might be new ones. Get like a big Ida Kirishima Todoroki one going on. Choji can have one where he just gets the shit kicked out of him.
Who?
Choji. You know, Choji. Gets the shit kicked out of him
Oh.
like the whole movie.
Unfortunately, Tailman is not playable.
That's not Tailman.
Oh,
That's Ojiro.
that's right. That's right. Shoji. Oh, you talking about Sugar Rush?
Nope. That's
Arms.
It's Duplo Arms.
yeah, that's Choji.
Oh,
So I got
okay.
sidetracked trying to remember Sugar Man's name.
Sato.
Yeah. Couldn't think of his name for a second.
Yeah, it's Sato.
Only 20 fucking kids in that class, you know, not a whole lot I gotta keep track of.
Right.
And apparently I'm one of the better ones. I keep track of the names better than, like, even people I watch online who do reviews of this shit. That being said, I've just watched this show and read it a fuck ton, so I'm not surprised it's just burned into my fucking retina.
Fair. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I need my Aoyama and fucking goddamn Yaoyorozu team up team. Throw someone else in there, I don't give a fuck.
But if you do if you do that team super, but the group is not an actual team, they'll just the entire team will do all their level 1s together.
Fair enough.
There just like won't be like a cinematic super kind of thing.
Right.
But I'm gonna call the stream there though. I'm getting pretty tired.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
So then, with that, guys, as always, don't forget to stay lucky, and we'll be back to talk more My Hero and other fun stuff when we see you.
Yeah.
Later, guys. As always, stay gold. The reflection of your soul is beautiful. Color is yellow.
Alright.
Gold and yellow are two different colors.
Bye, guys.